Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roll Seekers in the Legend of Nabell. My name is Dustin Ritchie, and these are the Roll Seekers.
Hey!
Quick disclaimer about tonight's game. Allie and myself just got off a flight to New Orleans and drove right in, so it's going to be a little slap happy, but I'm really excited to play.
Dedication.
We're all back. We're all
Dedication.
back. That's right. That's right. Well, you can't say, hey, guys, schedule around it, and then not show not schedule around it.
And I paid $50 to move our flight earlier, and then it got delayed.
And then it got delayed, so that's good.
But it still was earlier than it was originally. So.
But I don't have any other announcements tonight. For those of you, though, who are following our Kickstarter or have already pledged, it is over now. But for those of you looking for updates, it is moving right along. We've received almost all of the artwork for the book. It is chef's kiss. Also, our goal for shipping is about middle of July. So if you haven't done your forms, if you haven't given us your information, make sure you do your Kickstarter form survey.
You got an email for it.
Yeah, we desperately need it by the middle of July. So we'll send out some reminders here soon. Other than that, it's Tuesday night. Let's roll some dice. Woo! It's delayed. Welcome back. Okay, so before we jump into the actual game, we have our trivia from our Lord Master Kevin. Trivia.
Come on, old man.
More humiliation.
Alrighty. So, question number one. Last game, you guys spent about 3.5 minutes trying to pick out a new name for Normandy. Give me one of those probably 100 or so
MJ.
names. MJ, yeah, good job. Because it was others include Morgan Jericho, Mojo Jack, Malice Joplin, Marlon Jericho, Macy J, Mormon Jarity, Manlo Jackson, Mick Jap, Martin, Mathena D, Malachi Jones, Martinsanio Jabrio, Murloc Jones, Maraschino Jerry, which is probably my personal favorite. Mickle Jack, Miley Jails, Myron Jakes, Mad Hairball, and Ivan Ironhand.
But you ended up on Normandy?
No, I ended up on Montgomery Jacobs.
that what we
Montgomery Jacobs, okay.
I don't even know if that's one of them I had in here.
Nope.
Can we call you Monty?
All right.
If you don't start every speech with 4 score and 7 years ago.
Every conversation, it's like, Normandy, what do you think? 7 years ago.
Exactly.
All right, there were 2 characters that came out and spoke with Veer and Chichnev. Who were they?
Cass.
Cass
Caleb
and
de Morte.
Nope.
Cass.
Cass and...
the son.
Elos.
The father.
Not Elos.
Yeah, it was Elos.
Oh, was it Elos?
Yep.
Elos and
I was
Cass.
trying to think.
Yep. I'll give
So-
that to Jamie because she's the one who said the 2 names in the same breath.
I need to erase my points from last game.
All right. 25 years ago, a contingent from Chichnev left to travel somewhere and were never heard from again. What was their destination?
North.
Dragged down.
Diasostra.
Nope.
Gavra.
Ithelian.
They're heading to the mean.
They just wanted to go to the archipelago.
Oh.
Yeah. The mean. Duh.
Trevor, you might want to scoot that just ever so slightly, sir.
Calum and Bjorn have a mutual acquaintance. Who is it?
Magda.
Magda Nava. What is the crest on the tabards of the Knights of Chichnev?
Book.
Oh, what Trevor drew? No,
No,
that's
that's
not it.
No,
like
that
the-
was-
What is it, Chris?
Ain't it like a bird?
Nope.
Ain't it like a bird?
Is it a quill?
Nope.
Is it a tome?
Nope.
Is it a lady?
Is it a dying order?
No.
Is it a sword
Crest-
broken
it's
in?
the crest of the Grey Knights.
Is it a gray knight?
Carved into the front post. But the knights are no longer
I was about to say it was
Stone
we saw it all over the place in both Chichnev and Eilenar when we got up
Yeah.
there. It is two swords crossed over an overflowing cup.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember
I said
that.
sword.
Oh, I remember that.
Why are if you haven't been able to guess so far, this is very Chichnev heavy. This is all pretty much from one episode when we were in Chichnev. It was a lot of stuff. Why are the knights dying out?
Because they don't want to they don't want to make children.
Yeah, their
They wanna
vows.
die out.
Yeah.
Their vows prohibit procreation. Doesn't say anything about celibacy. Just nothing can come of it. How does Ernan want to die?
In bed?
Have his head squished.
No.
Drunk.
Oh, close.
Quickly.
I get-
With the lady.
Quickly.
No.
No.
No. No.
I would argue that this is not quick at all.
Slow and painful.
It's not quick at all.
Between the bosoms of.
No, he wants to get eaten by a shark.
Don't remember that.
That's not quick.
Neither do I. What was the name of the last keeper of the secrets for the Tome of Stars?
Andreos?
No,
Andrew.
Angelus.
Angelus.
Angelos.
Nice job, James.
Dang.
I knew.
Number 9.
Nuh-uh.
What?
So many dice.
What was Phaedrus before rising to godhood?
A scholar.
I-
A scholar.
Oh. What?
And a chance to steal. What was she a scholar of?
Cephas. Yes.
Nice job.
Well, but I can't steal for myself, so I'm
Right.
guessing I don't get a point.
You got that too. No, you don't. And
I love these. They help me remember things too.
she originally was just generally studying theologians and philosophers, but she did eventually just focus in on Cephas and followed her around very specifically.
I should start saying the ones that like I know that, so then you all know that like I remember. That's important, probably.
And
The Phaedra
last,
stuff, I remember.
final one. What lined the hallway leading to the Tomes chamber for the Tome of Stars? It was lined with a bunch of different
Cells.
cells of
Body.
Monsters.
Bones.
Chains.
Steel?
People have gone mad.
Yes.
They were padded cells filled with people who have looked into the tome and did not come
right.
back.
No,
I
I knew that. I
That's what happens when you read books.
Right?
There's a lesson for you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm.
There's a lesson.
All right, who got that?
Jamie.
Jamie.
Jamie, I'm
Knowledge is power, but
Did
too
you
much.
bring all this candy?
Yeah, Trevor did.
What? Who?
Like, I'm upset by this.
Well, there.
What is this garbage
Why
that
do
you
you-
brought
but
into my
there-
house?
No, thank you. It's
Why-
disgusting.
Why
It's
do you-
terrible.
Why do you think I brought it?
Get it out of
But
here.
we're not naming the brand. There it goes.
It's not Albany.
It's the
You know
filthiest.
what brand
It is the filthiest gummy bears.
Okay,
they
maybe
might as well just
Be rocks.
be.
maybe
yeah.
somebody here.
But they were
would have wanted
dinosaurs.
This
They're
episode
actually
to you,
pretty good.
sponsored
makes them
tonight
so much
by the bag we just threw on the floor.
My grandparents'
the
company.
German.
By very polarizing regional
If that's your
opinions on
grandparents' company,
snacks.
why are you here? You should have so much money.
Doesn't mean doesn't.
I'm sure they do well.
Maybe. Building materials.
I mean, my last name's Spiegel, but that doesn't mean shit.
That
Okay.
means mirror.
It
So
means
looking back into yourself, Trevor.
Thank you, Eli.
I'm just organizing all my dice.
Should do that.
Getting ready for the night.
Spiegel published
Did
or
you
Spiegel
take
magazine in
both of
Germany.
your things and things?
I didn't hear you.
I
What?
did, oh
Der
yeah.
Spiegel?
Every night, I was saying
Germany?
it every night.
As a
was
mirror?
just-
That is
Oh,
like the
my
most
goodness.
popular.
All right, gang. So one quick thing that's
keyword.
important to note, just for our viewers, we have reached level 6, but you're going to see on our character profiles they still say level 5. We're in the process of updating them. They'll be updated by next game, but we are level 6, all with the exception of Helena.
And it's
Because
only
Helena.
taken 2 years.
That's right.
2 years.
Hey, you
To
know
level
the
6.
actual. So just so we're all clear, the actual like XP breakdown is usually about 7 games a session. We're averaging that.
Really?
Yep.
Cool.
That's, I mean, most people don't
Doesn't
do
it
that.
take longer?
Right.
The higher level.
Yeah, but it averages about 7 games. 7 games a
Okay.
level. So.
You average.
Dang.
So.
Average.
The rogue is.
Hey, I'm looking up fighter because
yeah.
just in case Aaron needs to help you guys, he did level up as well. He got an ability score improvement, so he'll take that on
Or a
at some
B.
point. All right, I will let you guys help decide. So he has a 14 in strength, an 18 in dex, 12 in constitution for your fighter, a 17 in intelligence, seems appropriate, a 16 in wisdom, this is one of the best characters I've ever rolled, and an 18 in charisma. Again, this is a fighter.
The meta, like the number thing to do would be to give him constitution, but I think he should be a 20 charisma.
I think he should just overclock his charisma.
I disagree. He's been a little bit more reclusive lately.
But
Yes.
when he talks,
But when he's talking, it's good. But he's been a little bit more reclusive. So I say he takes a level in Bard finally.
He probably won't take a
No.
level on Bard
Well
an
then,
instrument.
because he gets an ability score.
I would actually say dexterity because the amount of
Yeah, I think
Fighting-
dexterity
well,
he's-
or con
isn't he
would be
already
the
18 in
smart.
dex?
But you can go up to 20.
Right.
The smart thing would be con or dex.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be con.
No, but I would
But I'll
say
give it dex or charisma. Which one do you guys?
One in both.
No.
So useless ability. Good. I like it.
I would agree in the reclusiveness of charisma and say he's a little more dex.
He's been.
He has been fighting more
fighting
often.
really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
into a lot of fights.
I'd vote for Dex.
I can do dex. I think dex.
All right, Dex has gone up to 20, ladies and gentlemen. He's now a +5 Dex, which means that all of his stuff goes up by 1 because he uses finesse weapons. So the rapier is a 1d7 plus.
1d8.
1d8.
I have to
1d8.
change some stuff on mine.
I want a
Stuff's
D7.
I have a +6.
Have it.
on here.
Edited.
That does
Don't make
not
us a
surprise
little
me.
bit
One of the funky
With
dice.
spells.
I
so
love
have
the
to
funky
look
die.
at If I want to replace a spell.
In DC7.
Oh, okay,
Funky
so
die,
it
they
goes
have
up
a
by
D7.
1. He has the rapier thing where he gets a +1 to his damage, so he's a +7. 1d8 plus 7. Short bow is 1d6
that's-
plus 5.
Should have done this
Plus
before.
5. His daggers are +6s. I don't know why. I'll have to look all this up later. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I've got that for you, just in case you need him. Just in case you need him.
Just in case.
Okay. Let us begin. We need different music. I'd actually, hang on,
Maybe
I do
kind
have
of a
one
red
that's
one
like
of
that. Let me
these.
see if I have it.
Yeah.
I was joking.
Ones are gross. There's no.
Please don't play Nisa or an equivalent to it.
Do they have cherry?
I don't want to be in danger.
Yeah, they're all red. I mean, they're all like red colors.
But like, what are?
What's your favorite flavor Gatorade? Red.
Red.
This one's gross.
Those are, I love those. The strawberries.
Chuck it.
Can I have these 3?
Yeah.
Disgusting. I hate the pink Starburst.
They're so good.
All right, guys, let's
The pink juicy
hate of like
Worst.
I
yeah,
hate
but,
them.
yeah, but like should be naming them on our Twitch. So,
I hate cube
Okay.
candy.
I hate cubes.
yeah.
Thanks, babe.
Not as much as I hate what was thrown on the floor.
I'm trying to find.
The only thing I hate worse than a pink cube is a pink cube on the floor.
Shaped like a dinosaur.
Oh, okay. All right, let's play some D&D, everybody.
Okay.
This one's watermelon.
I don't like watermelon flavored things. It's
Well,
too
it's not
watermelon-y.
bad though.
I'm going to say I'm still jet lagged a week later.
Rip.
I just got off a full flight.
I know. I'm still feeling it.
At the same time,
That's why I
So was his. He was in New Orleans.
He's a week
He
earlier.
literally came from the same spot. He's complaining about it a week post. I'm here like an hour later.
And you didn't have a child. You're on your lap the whole flight. Who?
Yeah,
How
I
do you
did.
know?
Yeah, he had Eli.
Yeah, I did. It's Eli.
He carries around a lot of baggage. Yeah. Okay. I'm not happy with this song. So. Okay, here we go. There we go. Sorry. No, gosh dang it.
I was
Gosh
like,
dang it.
Are we all healed?
Yeah.
Der Spiegel. The host family that I stayed with, the dad is like one of the lead editors for Der Spiegel.
No way.
wow.
That's awesome. I'm unfortunately not related to that family.
You don't know that,
Because otherwise, no, I do.
do you?
Yeah, because I'd
He
be
looked to
rich.
see if he was in the will.
Maybe they just like didn't want you to be a part of the game.
I can understand.
Therefore,
that.
I'm not.
And also, like, their name is Ott, so.
Yeah, it's not actually the Spiegel family.
Okay.
You run your blood through a database.
My dad did.
All right. So, a little bit of time has passed. And I need a D100 from Jamie.
Oh no.
Ooh, this is where we're starting.
It can't be as bad as when I rolled a 9. And
Out of
pretty
100?
bad. That
That
was
was really amazing.
really bad.
Check-
That was when he
Technically-
gave you the instant to roll.
Technically, there's 8 spots lower than 9.
Last campaign you rolled.
Jamie,
You rolled the one number on a d12. That was bad. Remember that?
no.
Here you go, Jamie.
Roll a 1 and let's see what happens.
When?
Let's get this
Last
party started.
campaign.
Last game.
92.
I think you got pulled into something in the tower.
Oh yeah.
So, a great and and valiant attempt at stopping the Blood Sorcerers begins in Venfalas. Regardless of the fact that the rolls were so low and it took so long for them to get their city activated, they still are fighting for their lives. And with your 92, they are able to put up quite a resistance against the Blood Sorcerers who literally flood in to this land of twilight. So for those of you who do not remember, Venfalas is the Shadowlands. It is for the Edenari, based on the Eden mark. It is a land between realms. It has an illusory sky, the first that Whisper's ever seen that looks like the sky, but it's not real. It lies in a perpetual night, and the Edenari are like these twilight elves, essentially. Unfortunately, choices were made, and the doors were opened, letting the Blood Sorcerers into this sacred land that you can only be invited into. So Jamie invited them, Helena invited them into Venfalas, and very quickly the small group were able to shatter the barrier, letting in an entire contingency or force of Blood Sorcerers into Venfalas. Then, seemingly in a moment of remorse, Helena decided that that wasn't good and
Because they turned on me.
tried to go back on that decision, but by that time it was already too late.
wasn't supposed to be an army.
So a few things that were really important in this is your group. Some of you went in bloodthirsty, just killing any that you could find. Some of you went and actually attacked the towers, preventing them from getting off the alerts. You were successful, and by sheer miracle of this person rolling and just not dying and rolling and not dying, he was able to get the alarm off, and you let him live out of respect. So you then left. At the end of our last session, we had Kevin's character, and he actually made it to the center where you found Arthas, your leader of your cohort, who was attempting to enter into the main central building of Venfalas. You were each blown back. Those of you who made it in, they were blown back by the archdruid Yelvis. But at that point, Arthas yelled out saying, "Father, I have come for you." And then behind him, you saw more and more Blood Sorcerers entering as bells and alarms went off, and the entire Venfalas went to war in their own homeland. Time has passed. Several of the Edenari have now regrouped on the outskirts of the Shadowlands, but they have lost their kingdom. While you put up a valiant effort, you have been recaptured by the Blood Sorcerers, and you have been dragged to the Lake of Moonlight.
Was she caught
She was caught.
helping?
Huh?
Caught helping the Ednari?
That's up to you. Or would you have tried to play it?
No, because how it ended was I was with Arthas, and I wanted to know his story, and I told him I would fight with him because I learned that his father betrayed him.
Perfect. So you're captured in the sense that you are surrounded by these
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But you are brought to the Blood Lake. I would like,
The Blood Lake?
well,
The Moon Lake.
Moon Lake.
The Moon Lake. So the Moon Lake, you are brought to the Moon Lake with the rest of the group. So I'm gonna have everyone roll d20s. If you roll higher than an 8, you don't add anything. You're fine.
Nat 20.
Nope.
10.
Aw, 7.
6.
4.
Oh man, low rolls. If you rolled 8 or low, if you rolled lower than an 8, your character died in the fight.
Ah,
Good.
I live.
Hearken lives.
Turgon.
Covered in
but
blood.
I had the blood vial. That was my sole purpose.
Yeah, we were going to.
Oh, to poison the. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah,
go
so what
get
happened
Ylvis's
to
blood
that?
to mix it with Arcurus's blood and dump it in the
We
lake.
both went to do that, and we're both dead.
Yeah.
Well, you also went to the main fortress where the druid arch
Yeah.
sorcerer is, so it makes sense that you would have been. Yeah. All right, so Jamie, you are brought.
I thought that was porn for a second.
So,
Dead.
so Helena, you are brought. The group now. So this has been a bloody battle. Venfalas is in flames. The Edinari have moved into the shadows of the woods of the Shroudlands, and those high members of the council of the Twilight Elves have been brought before the Moon Lake. The Moon Lake spans across this realm, and as you look at it, you believe that it might even span into other regions of Tyve or Nabell as a whole. Its crystal waters shimmer in starlights above. Give me a perception check.
17.
No, her.
I'm dead.
Oh, that's not good. 10.
You just see nothing unusual in the lake.
Okay.
As you look out at the lake, Arthas approaches. He is carrying a vial on a chain. The blood vial. It is covered in the blood of his ally. On his knees, you see Ylvis, blood coming down his face, and you see other high members of the elves also bowed low. And you notice that they are so injured it looks as though they are unable to fight. Not that they have submitted. They are broken. Those who are not as injured as Ylvis are in chains. Arthas comes forward and looks out at the lake, and you notice. I'll give it. So who won the thing?
Jamie.
Huh?
Jamie.
Jamie, you get.
I got her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, you get the inspiration. I'll give you an inspiration if you remember Arthas's counterpart. There were two. There was Arthas and.
Oh, I do know it.
partner.
I know it. Eris.
Okay, let me double check.
Isn't that a.
That's what I had in my head.
I believe you are
Like his
100%
lieutenant?
correct.
A woman? With other.
Just like second command.
Yep, you're right. Nice job. So you can give inspiration to someone.
Aaron,
Give it to her.
you took a vow. You took a vow.
Kevin, go ahead.
Kevin, you may use this to re-roll to keep your character alive if you'd like.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Or you can keep it for later in the game. It's yours.
Keep it.
Oh,
This character is not important.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Or we have.
But it is
No,
the
no,
Kevin.
no. It's I was thinking about it.
We could have a vampire boss in the future.
Okay.
What the?
Oh, he did it.
Nope.
Are you serious?
It was a 5.
What a waste.
I know, right? Yeah, it was.
Jamie, what a waste of a gift.
It was Arthas Ventrix and Eris Lentrosa.
I'm sorry, Kevin. That's disappointing on many levels.
Piece of ripped paper.
Okay, so Arthas approaches, but Eris lies dead.
His love.
You notice that there are wounds across Arthas's abdomen as though he has endured. Give me I would like a wisdom check, Jamie. The closer to 20, the better. And you can add your wisdom score.
$17.
Pretty good. So, Jamie. Yelvis, the archdruid of Venfalas, exits the central citadel. And you notice that Arthas, sitting there with his claws drenched in the blood of those elves around him, seemingly unstoppable, the two of them fight. Yelvis loses, but what happens?
What? I would like it to be that he has a heart and that he sees his son and that he pauses. So maybe at first when they first start fighting, he doesn't realize who he's fighting. And then he gets like a glimpse and realizes that it's his son and he stalls. And that gives Arthas the attack.
Perfect. So as Yelvis comes out and the two of them clash, nature versus this creature, you do notice that as they are fighting, and so Arthas is coming at him pure like bestial, with long claws. And eventually he gets one claw across Yelvis, and the blood that comes off of Yelvis, you see Arthas literally turn it into a blade and come back at him. And the two of them fight for a while, but eventually once Yelvis really realizes this is his son, that the words he yelled out were not fake, as he goes to land a blow against him, he hesitates, and Arthas is able to get that blood blade back into Yelvis, bringing him low. And you just you remember seeing Arthas just literally yelling this guttural yell out in the middle of this keep as the Blood Sorcerers are just like crawling on the buildings and just all out war. It's been a few hours. The aftermath is unsettling, but as you look out at the Moon Lake, Arthas clearly has regained control of the situation. You notice that several of the Blood Sorcerers look uncomfortable at his leadership because he wasn't supposed to attack, but he did. He then looks to those of you who are still alive. I, Arthas, take full responsibility. Hang on, he talks a little bit. Give me a second, I gotta find it. I, Arthas, take full responsibility for what I have done here. I have betrayed Lord Acuras. Given the privilege that he has shown me, some of you may feel I have betrayed him. And I will take that responsibility. But, he smiles, Look at what we have wrought. So the lake's in front of him, but behind him, the village is on fire. Even Lord Acuras could not cross this barrier. But thanks to our little firefly, points over to you, twilight has fallen to night. At this, you do hear from Yelvis and a couple of you hear Yelvis, he kind of looks up. And he's looking at you. Why? Arthas takes the moment. It does not matter why, Father. All that matters is, he gets real close down to him, is your prodigal son has returned. So Yelvis does not look up at his son, but he continues to look at you. Why they would want to save a creature like you is beyond me. And you know he's talking about your friends. Well, I think that's enough.
Yeah, Harkin is like, why must we continue waiting? And I grab one of the elves on their knees and just by the hair and pull the head back.
Oh my god.
And, like into the neck. Let us feast. We have earned this.
Very well. But he takes the vial and he undoes it. And he begins to pour the vial of blood into the lake. And like ink being pulled into clear liquid, it just starts spreading just like ink into the lake. As it does, you bite in, you rip, the guy is dead, but you notice that the rest of them, they start to convulse as the lake is changing, and you see like the veins in their arms and stuff start to like pop out as though like they are being infected by some kind of disease.
Hurry, my brothers and sisters. Get it while the fruit is still fresh.
So some of you are still there. Oh, you're dead.
I'm the only other one there.
Trevor's dead.
Hurry, get it.
Everyone rolled like 4s.
Oh, yeah. I rolled a nat 20. I'm not going to roll another nat 20 this entire game.
But you don't want to eat a poison elf. Eat it now.
Tareth is more so a warrior, so he's going to grab one by the chains and force them down face down as he will take a giant maul from his back and just crush his head. Oh my god. He's a warrior.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, as the blood spills and the warriors they convulse, Arthas reaches and he cuts his wrist, and as he does, he drips blood over Eris, turns her over and drips blood over Eris's mouth, and you notice that several of the other blood sorcerers do the same over their fallen comrades, and you rise, those of you who have fallen.
Oh, shh.
Oh, I ripped out my sheet.
I didn't ask you to do that, so.
It's okay. They can't do much.
But you notice that the elves are they're convulsing, and from the distance you see in like in the shadow in the tree line, you notice that those from your 92 look as though they're about to mount a counterattack, but they begin to scream out in the forest, and you also see them convulsing as well.
What is this?
An end. You notice that the beautiful sky, that illusion, starts to just melt, and it starts to turn red.
This is what we were told to do to destroy this place, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Look over the lake. Ah, balls.
Why does this lake hold such power?
It is special. A gift. It is what ties the Edenari to this place. But we have no need for it. And as he says this, you notice that the illusionary trees, that like how it kept expanding, it starts to break. And you see like the mountains of Tyve begin to appear in the distance.
Whoa. I thought it was like another plane. That's crazy.
So Arthas like approaches you
Defeated.
and he puts his hand on your shoulders. I did not have faith in you, Firefly. But we could not have done it without you. Lord Acurus will know of what you've done here today.
What is going to happen? Why are they convulsing?
Some of them are strong enough to live, but what makes them eternal is dead. Most will die. But, he yells out to the rest of his troops, we cannot kill them all. Remember, friends, moderation, and cattle must be bred.
Oh shit.
But we do not have any need for their leaders. And you see Arthas start to walk away. Oh, but save my father. If he lives, I want to see how he takes this. He walks away.
Jordy's just kind of standing next to the lake, the vial in his hand, just kind of kicking the dirt.
Are you disappointed you didn't get to do
Yeah,
it?
that was my thing.
That was my thing.
He gave it to me. I failed.
Anything else from everybody? Good?
My trick would not be feasting at this point.
Perfect.
What? Yeah, mine was not crazy. Either.
All right, far, far away, weeks to the north, the group has just enlisted the help of the Knights of Ithelias in Chichnev. Your group, however, has been waiting for those who you believe could survive Eilenar to come to Chichnev. Ernin and Bjorn, did anybody else decide to go out, ride further north to try to wait for them, to try to meet them?
I would have, because I don't think they would have gotten any indication of what happened to us. I'd like to retcon a little bit to the night we arrived back in Chichnev, and the moment we arrived, I would have sent them a sending message, letting
Perfect.
them know that we were in Chichnev and to come on down.
So you would have received back from Ned that they'll come, but things are not good in Eilenar. He decides against his better judgment that it's more important for him to bring back your allies than to help everyone in Eilenar.
In response, I would have done nothing because that would have been my last third level spell slot.
Whisper would ride out with Ernin. One, because he's Ernin, and also Cass is making him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still eyeballing
Still
him,
trying
and
to
he's
get
like, Lily, oh, remember Lily.
No, Cass is my best friend now.
Oh, she?
All right, the three of us ride out. Time is going to move a little quicker, so you would have reached Red, going out about 3 days. Things in the town, the Knights of Ithelias, for those of you who remain, they are going to start getting ready. So like they're going to start
That's
getting.
MJ and I.
Some of them are going to start to get ready for the long trek, and then you can just instill your orders in a little bit of what you'd like them to do, if you want to split them up, or you want to take the whole cohort because they're now free from Chichnev. When I say 3 days, it takes you about a day and a half before you start meeting them, because it's about 3 days. I think it was about let me make sure.
It was 2 to 3 days
Yeah, 2 to
from
3 days from
Chichnev
Chichnev.
to...
How many nights are there?
Yeah.
So
40.
40.
Oh,
There are about
yeah.
40 nights. So, at about a day and a half, the three of us will see Ned and the rest of your cohort. So Ned was with. Does anybody remember?
Alendra, Ned, Thamaric, and Silas were the
Okay.
ones we left behind.
So Silas, Thamaric, and Ned, they're riding on what look like these. They're kind of like little tiny buffalo,
Aw.
and they're riding on them.
Is one a phantom?
No, none of them are phantoms. No,
He doesn't know phantoms.
It's not Phantom Steed.
not in Tyve.
Phantom Buffalo.
So, but you notice you do not see Alendra or her shadow walking, but instead you see a blanket over somebody on the buffalo, and they're
when the lake went bad.
Yeah, she's probably not doing too good.
so they are they're riding back towards you. Is there any music playing?
No.
I don't hear any.
I was gonna say, so we're fast traveling, so those coconuts are moving like quadruple speed.
Okay, now we can.
That's what Mark's for.
The group meets up. Ned explains to you in typical Ned fashion, like this. By George, you have no idea what we've just undergone, friends. It's been terrible. Apparently, that psychopath that you've told us about, we were unable to stop him, but he started it got bad really quickly. He started to subjugate some of the town as soon as the mountain fell, and he said, "This is the calling. This is what they want." And he led an expedition of about half of Eilenar into the very heart of the glacier. Those who were wise enough to escape, I believe they're coming from behind, but I didn't want to wait. Something's very wrong with Alendra.
Right, is it her?
Yes.
I'll lift up the cover.
You see that all of her veins, it looks like a sickness, almost like a blight, is moved through her. She's shaking, but all of that beautiful, like purplish twilight skin, it's gone. She's looking more and more like a human as time is progressing. But just looking at her right now, even without a medicine check, you're not sure she's going to live.
Does she look more human or more like Helena?
She looks more human.
So, I do have a medical kit.
Perfect.
Well, I know Kiera, if she were here, rest in peace, she would just stab her to cure her. But I think if I use this medical kit, maybe I could help.
Just bloodletting. Yeah, awesome.
So
Go ahead,
I'll
roll.
use one
it
of
might
those.
be effective.
So is that a roll?
No, you just use a medical
Okay,
kit. I
yeah, so I'm
believe.
using I only have one left. Roll.
I think they have like 10 uses.
Yeah, but I must have used a few.
So you go to stabilize her, and so she is not dying, but by wrapping her, by giving her some of the herbs and stuff like that, you recognize that whatever process she's going through, your medical kit will have very little effect.
It's like my old Graham said when the pox came. Sometimes you just have to hope that they're strong enough inside. That's what you got to have to beat it. Just beat it with the strength.
Just start
Just beat it.
Not literally
Beat it
beating.
out.
Beat, I like raise a fist, like
No. Well, let's get back. Maybe Torin could help her.
Aaron and is looking at her for like a really, really long, intense time. He doesn't say anything though.
I would.
Got to get her a
I
Torin.
would
Did Torn go
bring
with
that
her?
up.
No, I'm still in the city.
Airden, you thinking about something?
I'm just thinking that I don't. No, nothing. It's sad, really, isn't it?
She's not dead yet. We could still save her. I think Torin could save her.
Torin, or if somehow she has enough strength to get us back through the portal, maybe her people.
Well, if we could just go back to her special place where everyone's safe and they help refugees.
It's good to have a place that you can only be invited into.
Right, it's just that they protect to help us.
They did help all those humans
Is
too.
she
I know.
unconscious?
Maybe we still have permission to go to that beautiful, peaceful place.
I hope so.
And hopefully we can use them to help find and save Helena.
Right.
High fives. High fives.
Sorry, Jamie. We
No,
know it wasn't your fault.
Ish.
Except for that part where you decided to let them in.
All right, so we're gonna be as fast as I think we can ride without disturbing her. I think we should get back.
Oh,
to
for sure.
Okay, perfect. So that's the whole 3 days. It'll take
Okay.
you get there, you'll come back. Ned let you know that probably they're moving slower, but they'll arrive 2 days after you. It would be refugees from Islenar. You also now know that the crazy mayor took those who he believes will follow him back into the depths of the mountain. You'll
They're all just
recall that he was worshiping most likely one of the Argylus.
Only we know
Oh,
that.
that's right. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Didn't we tell them?
Nope.
Oh yeah, because
You told him to keep an eye on him.
But everyone was like,
Oh, yeah.
"We'll talk about that later."
Yeah, you asked me, like, should we tell the group? I was like, no, we'll tell them later. We got too much.
Yeah, you guys have been great at disseminating information.
I-
Yeah,
Veer.
Yeah, because it's the first time that's happened.
I did tell Ned, if anything goes weird,
No one listens
go.
to me.
Nobody wakes me up when I have a chance to speak to my ancestors.
Maybe you shouldn't be
We
sleeping.
don't want to talk to you. You said that.
there are a couple things I wanted to do
Yeah.
in Chichnev while they were gone.
So
First thing, I want to go take a look at that statue that was in the middle of the town. It was described as, the people only know it as the Primarch. And they were saying that it was one of the few people that stood with the ancient people of Chichnev during the War of Fang and Fire.
yes.
So I'd like to go up. I'd like to investigate it. I know it's pretty worn away, but does it appear to be Vey? I want to maybe ask around to Cass.
Insight check.
Sure. Jesus Christ. No. I'll just say it's a 10.
So the statue looks as though it is a mortal man who is fighting against dragons.
Okay.
But he has this beautiful spear that he's bringing down on one of the dragons' heads, and they call him the Primarch. So I will go ahead and give you an advantage on this just because of what the truth actually is. So you can roll with your time.
Does it look anything like that statue that had a piece of the crystallic?
The gold one?
Insight.
14.
Okay.
It's a 5 and a 2. Plus 7. It was an insight.
Yeah.
So 12.
Okay, so I think that you're looking at this tour and being like, I need to figure out who this is. It does look very similar to the statue that you found in.
This kind of looks like the statue
Yeah, the guy
where
with
we
the
got
spear
the
and
crystallic.
with the 3 of
so,
them,
is
yeah.
this maybe like one of your people wrongly portrayed as human?
Are we there?
I can only imagine.
They want.
It could be maybe the barbarians back then were strong enough to. I have no idea, but it seemed it's really weathered. I don't know how much detail we can get out of it.
Can I look to see if there's any old carvings on it?
Sure.
What would that be?
Investigation.
Probably knowledge history, or if you have wood
Are
cutting.
you trying to look for? If you're trying to look.
Oh, investigation.
Investigation.
11.
Yeah, guys. Sorry.
Is it that electron guy?
Is this Bjorn?
Oh,
It does not look like a barbarian, so we're clear.
right, yeah.
It's a picture of me.
What? I would have.
How? It's all connected.
Like, spitting image.
23, the number 23.
There.
Does Cass or Elos know anything about this since Caleb's not there to ask anymore?
So Elos won't talk to you. He's not been seen since his father was killed.
Yeah.
Cass basically just flirtatiously. What do you want to know?
Just anything about the statue. I know it's been here longer than anybody here can remember, but I'm wondering if it might be a hint to my past.
Some people call it the Primarch. Apparently, they call him the founder of the Ithelian Order, the Order of Ithelias. But I was never really a student of history.
Are there books around that I can find something out? Ones that aren't the tome?
I'll put it to you this way. Those of us who were interested in this stuff kind of started to die out. if you get what I'm talking about. And what I can tell you about the statue is that it's older than the rest of this entire village by a lot.
Sounds good. Well, thanks.
Are we supposed to figure out what to do with... Like, are the knights and stuff getting themselves together?
You're kind of the ones that need... You're the ones... What do you want them to do?
What do we want them to do?
Before we, I want one more quick thing. I want to take the new part of the Ithelian and connect it to my other piece.
Connects. And it's like when they touch, it's almost like pieces of metal soldering themselves together. And when they actually connect, because remember, they look like almost like a domino of lead.
Right.
But when they connect, they actually shape into different, like, they start to angle. They become angular and, like, actually look like, like you have 2 pieces now, right?
At the moment, yeah.
They kind of bend slightly. Like you see the
Right,
starting
to
of a
where it's-
bend.
Sure. And then lastly, I would like to give a quick once-over of, was it a spear or a lance or whatever it was that actually broke the...
It's a spear.
Oh, you took the spear?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the spear is actually, it's made of yeah, I mean it would be a plus 1 spear if you want it.
Okay. All right, that's all.
Can you
I
wear the 2
specifically
pieces of crystallic like a tiara? Just on the front?
No, I don't think it'll.
Okay.
So Crystallic is made of 9 pieces, so however you want
So-
to do that. It's not very, he doesn't have very much of it.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
Lots of stuff like melding together over here.
Anything else you'd like to do, Torin?
That is all I've got on. Yeah, no. Do you think a lot of the Drake Demore would have been what? Because I know there were a bunch that were frozen in ice. Do you think that's one of the problems they were having? Is they just got a literal flood of undead into the town?
What are you talking about?
I'm
I'm trying to figure out what to do with all these people now that, like, we have to give orders to.
Oh, okay.
Was not intending that. I need some space from you.
So
If
you
you're
just
saying
looks,
that.
he looks young, and you don't look like you're on fire. You don't look like
you
Ghost,
look
Ghost
normal.
Rider.
Yeah. Not yet.
Flame on!
Watch this.
I need
He finds a pot of coffee and just chugs it.
you probably need to figure out how you're gonna use this thing to kill all the sorcerers.
Magic.
I think you need to figure it out better.
So does he, even though he looks young again, he still looks gaunt, right? Like his face is sunken.
He looks like he's
little and-
like dead. Yeah.
Oh shit, like
But he,
dead.
yeah.
Boy, you did.
I also don't have a breath.
Yep,
That's all for the best.
No, I don't have one. I don't need to breathe.
Yeah. So he's, for all intents and purposes, he's dead.
So when I'm done and over with your shit, if I try to choke you like Bert Simpson, it's not gonna do anything?
It'll hurt.
Damn it.
I also don't need to eat or drink.
Do you sleep?
Yeah, that sucks.
Go to sleep forever.
I can set
So,
myself on
is.
fire.
I don't really know. We don't really have a reason to like get all these knights out of. Like they probably. Do we need to take any of them with us?
I mean, it would be smart to take them with us. We could storm Keph with them.
Like here, like let me offer to take your sacred book to the Ithilian to destroy it. But first, I need you to all kill yourselves. Attacking Keph.
To be completely fair, that seems like a conversation Beer would have.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're gonna be useful.
What if we start? I mean, we've got the Twilight Temple. What if we start like making some kind of fort adjacent to it? I mean, we keep collecting all of these people, and I mean, if we can send all of
I'll turn
these
all the way up.
Chichnev, folk over there, they can. I mean, we can provide all of those children a little bit of protection. I mean, since they aren't bound by their vows anymore, maybe they'd like to start having children of their own, and they can practice with these kids. Raising.
That's
Torin's all about the long game.
Raising the kids.
I added that last.
I knew what he meant, but I heard what he said.
How many people live in Chichnev that are not the knights?
Nobody.
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 It's just
Just
tonight.
them. Okay, so there's no reason to stay here.
What if we sent a few down to Raven's Hollow just to warn them of an incoming possibility of a refugee swarm. Have them prepare time.
Like, does Cheecham look like it could hold people from Islandar?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fort, but it's not going to hold like a whole town. Like, Islandar had hundreds of people. This fort has 40 people. It could probably hold comfortably 250, maybe.
Okay. I'll go get Cass.
They could continue to rebuild. So Cass, you find her outside of the walls of Chichnev, and she is firing a crossbow at these different things she set up in the woods.
I'll just... Does she hit?
Yep, dead. Like, she doesn't hit dead center, but she's a good shot.
Good, good shot.
What's up?
Do you know what
She
your
sets it
people? Do you know what your people want to do now? Since it's been a day or so, have you talked with anyone?
I don't think they've got enough time yet to really figure out what their heart's desire is.
But has there been any talk? Come on. People talk.
Well, I think the general consensus is if you're not going to lead them, you'll probably start losing some of the stronger knights almost immediately.
Oh, we plan to lead them. I'm just trying to figure out. We have a few different places we could use them.
She takes a step towards you, kind of uncomfortably close. Then I'd say lead them.
Okay, Cass. You seem to know them pretty well, and I'm putting my trust in you to help, because you're the only one that I feel like I can talk to.
This is me helping you. I helped you the other day too, and it turned out all right.
I feel like you have an anchor to you toward us.
I have an anger toward everything.
Why?
Had a hard life.
Tell me about it.
Is that, like, are you actually asking me?
Figurative thing.
Yeah, like why are you in such a mood all the time?
This isn't where I thought I'd be.
Okay, so before you got here, what did you want?
I wanted to get out of here. I probably would have followed the rest of the knights down to the archipelago if I could have. A couple years too late.
Where did you want to go?
Anywhere. I mean, if you haven't noticed, it's as cold as, I don't know, I can't even think of the name of those things. I've heard barbarians term into coats.
Ursanon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen one of those either. Well, you're gonna get out of here. We are leaving. We don't see. Do you see a need to keep anyone here?
No. I think that this place is a mausoleum.
Well, we have a fort we need fortifying, where we have other refugees, and we are thinking some of the knights could start building their own home there and protecting that.
I think that'll work. But you have to understand that these knights are sworn to protect the tome. Which one of you is carrying the tome, by the way?
Me.
Perfect. Protect the tome.
Do I have it? Like, did anything weird happen grabbing it?
So how did you grab it?
Well, where was it? I guess.
Remember, it was on the pedestal, and the guy was like, hurt his hands. You don't have to have it on you. It could be inside the keep.
I'm gonna go get it after that. I'll
Okay.
go get it.
But you don't have it.
Not yet. Well, I think that we'll probably take some of the stronger people to come with us.
And leave the rest here?
No, I think we're gonna have the rest go back to fortify the fort next to our temple where we have our refugees.
All right.
I want you to come with us.
I've seen it this far. I'll come for as long as it seems like it's appropriate.
Will you come with Torin and I to get the tome?
Sure.
And I'll walk with her back to you.
Wait. I'm just curious. She hands you the crossbow. She motions toward the shot.
Don't embarrass us. Don't embarrass us.
Or do.
What do I need to hit?
Attack and dex. If you're proficient in crossbows, you add your proficiency.
Shit.
If you're not proficient, it's just a dex.
I don't use this type of bow. And I just like pretend to shoot off.
So what you roll?
Well, it was an 18 and it rolled to 5, so plus 3 or 4.
So
No,
8.
8.
It was an 18 that rolled to 5. That means it's a 5.
I have no use for this. And then I will just like reach over and then all of a sudden have like this blade in my hand, the shadow blade. I do more. And I'll get really uncomfortably close to her. Face-to-face combat. And I'll put the blade back, and then I'll start walking towards Torin.
Cool.
So hot right now.
So
The,
it's getting hot and tied.
is
Okay.
Rue with us?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I would hope.
Yeah.
Or did he go with the other group?
No, he's with us.
He's in the...
He's
Right,
with.
so 3 days pass. Oh, you want to go to
No,
the
we gotta
book.
go get the tome. I'm not bringing Eli.
Okay.
I'm going.
I'm not bringing
Like, I'm not bringing him.
Okay. So I can't stop Eli from deciding to go. But just remember, your group wants to come back too. So, like,
I want him to stay there.
okay.
Say, no, you can't go down there.
I mean, it's like my thing now.
No, it's not your thing.
Like,
What's your thing?
I'm dead.
You need to stay dead up here.
Yeah, but like, I kind of killed him. Like,
I'm going to get Torin and Cass. Please stay here. Because you're gonna say something dumb. Or like admit to that, like you just said it right now.
you gotta be quiet. I mean, like,
I don't think it's a good vibe
no one's gonna be down
for you to
there.
be in here alone.
Yeah, but no one's gonna be down there. Who will know?
Cass is coming with us. So stay here.
Yeah, I just heard all of that.
Sentry up on
Cass starts
parapet.
walking
What?
slowly backwards.
What's that?
All right.
Oh, it went off for me. Weird. Torin. Can you come down in case this thing
So
like,
the
kills me?
tome is in the middle of the. It's not downstairs where Angelus was.
No, it's in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'll go grab those two. I feel like I shouldn't touch it.
I actually kind of wanted to take a look. It's a book that literally followed my god while she was here on Earth.
Touching it's very dangerous.
I know. You know what? Yeah, I think
You gotta touch it.
Knowledge is
I'll open it up before we take it.
What does Cass say? Is she just standing there?
Yeah, I want to take a look.
What's wrong with your friend? He seems like he's kind of like gone and out of it.
That one over there?
Yeah.
He is.
Is he all there?
He's there.
Dragda didn't.
But he did lose a piece of
Yeah,
it.
Dragda didn't treat him so well.
No,
Alright.
he did lose a piece of it.
I'm gonna keep my eye on him.
Or it might be an improvement. I honestly don't know what's going
It's not.
on. Okay.
All right, you guys head in, and you notice that there are 4 knights guarding the book. The book sits on a central pedestal in the center of the large cathedral, and it's guarded by 4 knights. They've completely cleaned up the area from where Morte. Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you guys to leave, but I am going to open this book. So if you don't want to be here for that, maybe just step outside for a moment.
One of them looks at you. You could tell that he's an older man, but he's holding himself to the same stature as those surrounding the book. You are the chosen of the Tome of Stars, As far as this order is concerned, it is yours. Caleb Del Morte has seen to that. Those of us still loyal to our oaths will continue to guard the book. But we cannot witness what you see within its pages. We will leave.
Of course.
And they walk out. I also don't really want to know what's in the book. If it's all right, I'm going to step out with them.
Sure, we'll,
Yeah, I
let you know
didn't
when
know
we're
that
done.
it would show.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
This is the first time I've actually seen it. I thought they were making it up.
Yeah, you don't have
that's
to
on
be in
point.
here.
Yeah, she's like a novice or something, right? Yeah, she's not even a full knight.
She walks out.
All right, I'll take a big breath and I'll open it up.
Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Table of contents.
Imagine what you'll learn.
I know, right?
Acknowledgement.
Haven't rolled above a 5 yet today, so.
Now's your
It's the
time.
No.
Use
I'm
Art
gonna
of War.
use a dark die.
What?
Just because it's the one I've been.
Should
It was a 19 that went to a 3. Plus, you said a wisdom save. That's a 10.
Okay, so you watch as Torin walks over and continues to roll below a 10 today. He grabs the book and almost immediately just kind of his like he just, you're overwhelmed with, you see stars and like galaxies like moving through like space very quickly, but almost immediately you notice that his mouth begins to shut on its own.
I would go and close it
Okay?
and like and
mouth?
grab it.
Wisdom saving throw.
Shit.
Should have been
The entire fort is dead, but by the time the rest get back.
23.
Okay, you grab and shut the book, not looking at the pages, freeing him from its tail. You do not have the book open, and so you're fine.
I put it in another bag in my bag, like a smaller bag, and kind of like wrap it, tie it, and put it in my bag.
Okay, so as this happens, you do notice that when you touch it, you're gonna hold on to it. It takes up one of your attunement slots, and almost like static on the edge of your hearing, you hear this just almost like the type of tinnitus you only hear if you have earplugs in.
I don't think
Very
I.
light.
How many
very
attunement
high.
things can you have? 3.
3.
Is a cloak have a cloak of protection is 1?
Oh,
So I only have 1.
oh, that's like
Just letting you know.
the perfect example is it's not even the one ring. It's gonna be when they have to carry the Horcrux in Harry Potter.
No, we just have another Matthias, that's all.
Yeah, now we have.
But I don't hear any like voice like. Oh,
not yet.
I wouldn't even tell you
Yeah.
guys that. Just keep
Horcruxes are just the ring.
No, but the sound they'll have these scenes where it's like a very light, high pitched.
That's what you think, Trevor. Maybe you just have tinnitus.
I do.
Like it's not.
think
You're a
horror.
Horcrux.
I've been around a couple booms in my life.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
So-
it's people moving the sky like it's a blanket, and her following Sethis. It was amazing.
Hey. I saw what was happening to you. You didn't see it, and it's okay. We can try later.
Maybe we should let Normandy fail the wisdom saving throw. So is
I
Michael.
don't even think.
Who's Normandy?
Sorry, Michael Jackson.
Okay, so like we did tell everyone in this town that Normandy's dead.
Yeah.
Dead. Yeah.
I'm not here. This is Trevor.
Yeah.
We just brought back a pet corpse.
So I think at this point, like, you guys will have another day and a half to do what you'd like.
But I would essentially, I'm assuming that these 4 knights that were guarding it are like the ones.
They're gonna stay loyal to the book.
So I would ask those 4 in cast to accompany us, and then I think we would send like maybe 30 of them toward the temple, and maybe ask 5 of them to help guide people from Islenar.
I think for
Refugees?
I think right now we should keep some here for the refugees. Send to scout for Raven's Hollow to tell them, hey, refugees might be coming here, and
But
we
that's
send
on the
our-
way to the temple.
Yeah, and like we send
I
like a
don't-
larger group to the temple, and we have them. Some of them leave there.
What,
and then
what-
come
do
back
we
to us.
do we want to send all of the refugees from Islenar to our super secret sanctum? I was about to say.
Hell no.
I'm sorry. That was the impression I got.
No, I want to keep some of the knights here to like
Guide that
to
toward.
guide them towards like Raven's home.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, yeah. No,
Yeah, so-
I agree with that.
so you guys will have time when you get back too. So if you want to talk to them, about what
You guys
want
can be
the Knights
back.
to
I'm
do.
good.
Yeah. Are you good?
Lord Torin,
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
can you help her?
Oh yeah, is she still
Oh.
alive?
So 3 days have passed. You guys ride into the town with Alendra.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll run up and I'll do a quick medicine check. See if
Oh,
I can-
I-
I've already done what I could with my kit.
I would like.
Sure.
I would walk up to her too, Dust, and I would definitely thread of life her.
She's dying.
Okay. That is better. That is a 20. No, sorry. Yeah, 21.
All right. So you medicine check her. You realize that she is dying.
I
She is
will-
losing the fight with her body. Whatever she's undergoing, she is losing. She is at the threads of life. She'll be dead within a day.
Do we have any idea what's
She's
wrong
going
with
to
her?
die within a day, but I was thinking, like, she might be able to help us fast travel back to Keph through her place. Like, what if her place reaches all the way here? So can you fix her?
I'll do what I can. I'll do a couple things. I'll go ahead and throw a cure wounds on her, just to kind of, give her a little bit of vitality in that.
Sure.
sense. What is that? A 6 album. Oh, that's 9 HP. Just top her off a little bit, and then I'd also like to try remove curse. See if that, since we have no idea what's going on with her, I'll start working through the gamut and see if it's a curse that's.
Okay. So you cast Remove Curse on her. As you do, I'd like you to roll a D100, and Jamie, I'd like you to roll a D100 as well. So I want to describe what happens though. So as you lean down, Torin, you begin to pull shadows, and you believe that you could literally pull whatever this is out of her, and you're going to attempt. So, so the rest of the group knows you must win.
Post roll against Jamie,
Yep.
Slayer of the Edenari.
60.
22.
So you pull the shadows out, and she looks completely human, other than her ears.
Can I try to knowledge arcana those shadows?
Sure.
Nat 20.
So you believe that they are, so whatever sickness. Okay, I'm trying to think of like what it is you would know.
If I can add a little bit of flavor.
Yeah, of course
This is
you
something
can.
I've been thinking of for a while and something I want to use later. As I pull this curse out of her, and I'm glad you said the shadow thing is exactly what I was thinking of. I'm pulling, and as the shadows come out, it starts to form into this very wicked skeletal frame dagger that's just dripping with the shadow. And then as I complete the spell, it solidifies in my hand, and I open it, and it seems to disappear, just kind of like into me a little bit. More of just it's just put away, but it's contained.
Cool. Awesome. You believe that this is a sickness. With your nat 20, you assume something terrible has happened. I'm trying to think, like, you wouldn't have superior knowledge of what's going on. You just assume that she has suffered some terrible sickness. But you do notice that the shadows have a tinge of, like, blood magic to them.
I don't know exactly what this is, but I'm getting a sense of the magic that those sorcerers use.
While that comes up, do I feel any stirring of my blood?
You actually feel totally okay.
Okay.
Now.
Like, and as you look at it thinking like this is gonna stir something, like you're actually almost shocked, like you feel like you're cured.
That's amazing.
It's an Anna.
Wonderful.
The bat
That's
cured
right.
you.
It's between that and the stabbing of Kiara.
Yeah.
Is Alendra looking?
Yeah, she conscious?
Yeah, she come back?
She comes to for a moment and just like reaches out to you, my people, and then she goes unconscious again.
What happened to her?
I don't know, but she looks weird.
Well, she didn't.
She is also corporeal in the sunlight.
Yeah.
Does she kind of look like how Whisper was when he had the blood bug?
No, she
just
looks
completely
you
different?
guys, we can see her.
Yeah, she's supposed to be ephemerate right now.
Right.
Show
This is-
like almost half elf. It looks half elf. At
Yeah.
this point.
But the fact that we can see her in the daylight is
Yeah.
huge.
Something's wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
something
really wrong.
something happened back in her lands.
Veer, I think we should talk to the knights about the 5 that would come with us. We should be prepared that we need to go back to the Twilight Lands to see what's
I
going
don't
on.
think we can.
Wait, are you taking 5 out of the 40? I said we take them all.
Yeah, if we can figure out a way to get there, I think we should just take all of the knights.
I think we will, but after this mission, when we start heading back towards the Ithelian, we're not gonna take them all.
But like
Sure.
through Keph, I'd like to have more than just us. No
well,
offense.
We have to take them all back to Keph. That's where we want them to end.
Well, so what if first we just see if Elendra will wake up, we'll go to the Twilight Lands and see what's going on.
She don't even look very Twilight
Don't worry.
now.
Maybe he gets that. Elendra, we have questions.
And then we could take these knights and they'll help us save Helena.
Potentially.
I like that idea. Yes.
She doesn't look very Twilight.
And if they die trying, it's all for the cause. You know.
I guess they were all like,
Like
just
we're in the middle
sitting
of
down.
a crowd.
If even if she's not able to use the teleportation thing, she's gonna know secrets. She's obviously quite intelligent. She could help guide us in making a good choice.
Right.
Good job.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
Bjorn. That's
Yeah.
very
Big words, yeah.
Do they have horses and enough supplies to actually, like, that we could, I mean, we're talking about now leading a host. Like, could we lead 40 knights to Keph?
So they do have their entire stockpile of food. They don't have horses though for you.
Or even for themselves? They don't have enough for themselves.
It'd be tight,
Okay.
but you do have.
But they brought
food.
buffalo back.
Could ride the could kill and eat your buffalo.
No, we could ride them.
You have 4 buffalo.
All right.
Air bison.
No, it's not. Not even at all.
Yep.
These things look like armadillo buffalo.
Yes.
Torin made
But they're like
it all
flat.
good.
And we're in Cheech now.
They're kind of like spread out.
Kind of spread out, but they still walk like this.
Yes. But they're like pancake, you know, like
So
they
according
have these
to
big tusks
Hey,
like warthogs.
Whisper, I know you think
Oh god, it
Torin's
just keeps getting better.
food is gross, but he can
It's like a
make it.
pig snout.
Right, we could eat his food. Oh, I forgot about the food. You could make the magic food,
Yeah,
Torin. And
the unsalted one.
I'm
The
looking
one
at
that
the map,
tastes.
Dustin, is there a road? Is there a road from Chichnev to Keph?
There is. Yeah.
That's the way we came, right?
Well, we've never been.
So
up
the
to
map
fortress.
doesn't have
the-
Wraithen's Hollow, but you would have to cross into Wraithen's Hollow. It's not on the map.
Yeah.
So
We go up through the somber hills, and then there's something on the right.
yeah, so if you continue west, you'll reach Wraithen's Hollow pretty quickly, and then the rest of it you'll reach the crossroads and you'll be able to head north.
Is it Raven? Wraithen?
Wraithen's Hollow.
Wraithen? Okay.
Oh, I've been saying Raven.
Yeah, well, we expect that from you.
You just asked.
I did.
I'm looking at your original map, right?
Yeah, Raven's Hollow's not on there.
Right,
it's-
but this Chichnev is very near the crossroads, and then we would go northwest, and it will lead straight up to the castle
Yep.
in Keph, right?
Yep.
I mean, we've got to save Helena. I'm sure she's just desperately holding on hope for us.
Imagine how tortured she must feel stuck in that castle. What they could be doing to her.
Right.
Well, let's just hope she's alive.
I agree. She might not be alive. I just wanted to make sure we're all aware.
I don't suppose you can, like, get a bead on her with your powers. See if she's alive.
I can only do that when I touch someone.
But you were, like, close.
Torn, have you
You
tried
knew
to
her really
message her?
well.
Yeah, we are close.
Torn.
Yeah, just
Like
last night.
in my heart, I don't think she's dead. Like I don't think that
Yeah, I
has
did.
any true meaning.
All right. But you feel like she's still alive
Well,
in
no,
your heart.
hang
Yeah,
on.
I feel like she wouldn't give up without
You
a fight.
traveled over. Did
Like
you?
she might make some hard choices.
There were times that you were like out in the overworld of the mainland, and you never got a single message.
Nope.
Nothing. Shame.
I mean, we've come so far. We got to try. Save her.
I mean,
But in the end, it doesn't really matter.
Better.
You beat me to it.
I mean, wasn't we picked up MJ because he's supposed to be able to fight the sorcerers.
Right, it's you.
Yeah, I don't know how, but I can do it.
That's not reassuring, MJ.
I just got these new powers.
But why don't you like commune with it, or I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
a little bit of a
yeah.
travel, so we can.
We also haven't really had time. We've had all the night stuff.
You've had 3 days while we've been out.
We've been writing.
I told
been
him.
Hard in
Conundrum.
3 days.
I told him to focus on it.
Well, I think we should,
So sophomore.
as much as I know Helena's counting on us, I think the more pressing issue is Elendra's people. I mean, that's an entire.
But how do we even get
an
in
entire
there?
people.
Wake her up.
I bet
been-
Helena would know it too.
I mean, we've been.
Yeah, you're right. Because her elves are more like.
Oh, right,
them
because she
than
did
me.
cry about her people. That's what
Right.
he's saying. We gotta wake her up.
I mean, what if we give her some rest? She just came out of a curse? Sickness? She came out from death.
Maybe we just gather
No.
everyone up, and when she
You're-
wakes up, we'll start going. I feel like she can get to her realm from anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we've already been invited in. We've been there before. I think if we can figure out the trick to get in there, I don't think we necessarily need her to be awake to start the process.
Okay, well, go in. Let's go. Go in.
Are you going into her head?
No. I do. While we're still waiting for the armies to get ready, unless there's anything more pressing we want to do, I do want to kind of just go outside the walls and see if I can somehow, I don't know, just remember back to how she got us in, like the sensations, and it's the Twilight realm, so I feel like I might have some kind of inherent insight on how to get in there. I just want to try
I like
to
it.
do something. Like,
Yeah, let's do it.
I've spent,
I'm gonna go out
even
there.
if it's just like a few hours walking in.
Not like
I'm
this.
gonna go stand 20 feet from you with my Sethis statue and just go, Twilight God, let us in.
Please help.
You're just like this.
Yes.
Yeah,
She's shaking it. I'm just walking in, just walking in circles.
yeah, 100%.
Spinning every once in a while.
Speaking in tongues.
Set this. Yeah, I love it. So, okay, you head out with your statue, kind of just like ambiance for his
I love hers way more.
his statue. Just gets struck by lightning. Okay, so great. I think that this would be your communion with your god. So let's go ahead and roll a divine intervention.
God roll.
You don't
You
get
have a
divine
Sethis
intervention until
dice
10,
yet?
but we'll use the rules for it.
That's
So you have to
what
roll
the
lower.
bonus for.
So like you have to roll lower than your level.
What?
Yeah, for it's a D100, and you have to roll lower.
Your
than
level or
your-
lower.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
6.
That'd be so cool.
You're really good at rolling.
Yeah, maybe one of those fives will actually show up now. Nope, 62.
Okay, 62. So you reach out to Sethis at first, and you hear no response from the god of Twilight. But then you go back to what your originally intention was to reach out to those lands. And now let's just do your ability like you're rolling like an attack.
Sure. Nat 20 for 27.
So you reach out and you try to remember what Elendra did, and as you are an acolyte of Twilight, it's almost like you're taking a deep breath in, deep breath out, and all of a sudden you get this inclination to take a step.
I'll do so.
So as you take a step, all of a sudden you feel like the forest around you is cold, and all of a sudden the temperature gets warmer.
Do I see him anymore?
He's gone.
Torin, what the hell?
You did exactly what you were trying to do. Damn it.
So as you take this step, though, you all of a sudden you feel heat on your face, and as you open your eyes, you see the Shroud Lands covered in fire. You notice that the entire kingdom's on fire. In the distance, you see a blood lake, and as you try to take a step, you feel disjointed. You feel this barrier, but the barrier looks as though it's broken. Rather than seeing the beautiful starlight of the Shroudlands, you see a blood moon, and it looks almost like it's raining blood. You see Edenari sprawled out across the lands, literally almost like writhing corpses. But you notice that some of them are alive. And you see the fortress of Keph in the distance. You believe that you could walk through maybe one last time, but then whatever magic this place holds is gone forever. So if you take a step back, you believe you can exit.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And he reappears. Kind of just almost like he takes a step back.
Did you find it?
It's been massacred.
What?
Their entire people.
How?
I don't know. I saw Keph off in the distance.
Well, I feel like with what Alundra had, it had to be them.
Yeah.
Come back.
But how did they get in?
Did you help all the survivors you saw? Was there anybody that you could have helped?
They were. I don't think I could have gone. There was something blocking me. It
Can
felt.
we take her back in there to her people?
I don't know if it's safe for her there. Everybody that was there.
But she's not sick anymore.
Yeah, but
Maybe
everybody
she
there
can
is. They look the same as she was earlier. I don't know if
she
bringing her back would bring it back on her.
But you
again.
saw Keph. Do you think we could we could sneak up on him if we traveled through that land?
Yeah. There's a possibility. Distance is weird in the other land, so I think.
I think we could take the opportunity.
But there is something wrong with the place as well. That shield that keeps people from coming in, there's something wrong with it. I don't know if every time we go in we're starting to pierce it and the bubble might pop, but something's I don't want to keep trying it again and again.
I think we need to just go.
Yeah.
Now.
If
Like,
we
get
want to go,
everyone.
that's what I'm saying. If we're going to go, it needs to be one consolidated effort, and we need to.
Okay, get everybody.
Should we?
Gather the knights.
Should we wait till Elendra's awake?
No, we don't have time, Bjorn.
I believe we should wait for Elendra.
We need
We'll bring her
we
with
need,
us. We'll
we
bring
need
her
her
with us.
expertise.
But
We've
if
got
she's
Thorin.
unconscious, she does nothing for us, and she'll die.
We might lose this opportunity forever. If this place is breaking.
We've got a skilled amateur.
I'm all about not walking back for 2 weeks. That sounds lovely.
What was that?
I'm all about not walking back for weeks. Sounds lovely.
Well, he literally saw the fortress.
I'm not saying we should
I
go storm the
understand.
keep, I'm thinking we regroup.
Torin, do you think it is smart? You're the only one who saw it. Do you think it is wise to move right now, our entire contingency, or wait to speak to Elendra in the morning if she wakes up?
I think we would have to wait until first light to get everybody organized anyway. I don't think it's something that we should,
I don't.
within the
think
next hour, leave and do.
You think it's gonna hold that long?
I think whatever's wrong with it, there's no way of telling from 1 second to the next, so waiting until tomorrow morning is just as fine as waiting for an hour, I think.
If Helena dies in the next 12 hours, it's on you.
So we make sure everybody's ready to go in the morning.
Are we leaving anyone here? Are we taking everyone?
I think we're all going.
Everyone.
Okay.
Is it one of those things where we think a big force is the best choice, or a small?
Do you think we can just
group?
use this area to get closer?
Hand. And what would do when we get through the other side? We have a group of 40 soldiers in the middle of a field.
Well,
It was right outside of the city.
apparently he can just kill all of them.
This is true.
Hopefully.
So that's not a yes.
Yeah, like
No, I'm not against it. I'm throwing out ideas. Actually, I was kind of with you. I think we should go now, but we could wait till tomorrow.
Well, the Dragdemort didn't help except give us him.
Perfect. Yes.
On Torin's really
That's on
strong.
Bjorn though. That's not on him. That's on Bjorn.
And I think
Swing and a miss.
when I was a wee lad and Graham was teaching me, we used to do a thing called "Where's me mummy?" And you'd get everybody's attention by like crying, "Where's me mummy?" And then somebody else would like go ahead and hit the mark. We've got 40 worth of "Where's me mummy?"
That's so
We ride them up there, and while everybody's distracted, we will go in and we'll find Helena.
Us.
Yeah.
And we just use them like cannon fodder.
Like a distraction, mate.
So-
They're not fodder.
And I'm assuming those wolf things will just tear right through them.
Well, he said his magic will just kill them.
And we could bet on that too.
You will lead the army.
I would have just
we'll put him in the
we'll
front.
put him in the front with them. Also, you had fire, the column of fire that shot out. Can you do that again? Maybe
No.
this time horizontally.
That was a one-time thing.
And you wasted it on the glacier?
I
Like, we could have.
I
we could
didn't
have.
have a choice in that instance.
He's got a big weapon now.
I do. And I've been working on something too. And I wave my hand at the ground and you see some vines and flowers kind of very lightly sprout.
I can
Like,
just,
wait a second. Like, what?
Everybody gets magic. What is this?
I don't understand it, but while I've completely lost touch
When you
with
do that,
my heritage, I can now
I'm
do
gonna
this.
cast dancing lights from behind Whisper to make him
So
think he can't.
unfair.
Like everyone's got magic. I'm gonna make it look like you cast dancing lights,
Maybe it's working.
which is just there's lights like just
so evil.
That is really.
look Whisper.
Oh,
you
it's
just
back.
have,
I think
like-
it came back. My
I
Aaron,
think
my skill
That's
came.
great,
My
Whisper.
skill came back.
I think it's like chaotic magic.
I think that it's overrated. All of it. all you need to give me is my Isabella.
Yeah, where's Isabella too?
I left it on the ship. I didn't think I would need two of them. And Bjorn wouldn't carry Ned's man-ditty bag, so I didn't think he'd carry my guitar.
Oh god, that was so long ago. So funny.
Well, I mean, I'll leave. It's not my decision solely to make. I'm totally okay with leaving immediately as well. I just want to make sure that
I
our
trust
forces
your
are ready.
opinion. I just think we need to tell everyone, like they've already been packing their stuff, so we need to tell them to go to bed, and that like we're leaving in the morning.
But like maybe we tell them more than that. No, it's not like, hey, gang, we can hop in a skip.
No, I
Will you
fully
go-
intend
Like,
on.
come with your weapons drawn.
Will you go do a speech to them?
Yeah, sure.
Because like you're better at talking.
Well, tell them we're gonna cancel the apocalypse.
But like
Today
But, like,
is
put
our
some fear into
Independence Day.
because make sure they know that without this Twilight thing, that like the Blood Sorcerers are gonna like
I have a
kill
really good one, but
everyone.
I can't say.
Put some fear into it.
What movie is
It's not a movie.
Truthfully, I don't even care about killing them. I just want to get Helena back.
Right, let's go.
Yeah,
get Helena.
I think we just need to know what's going on one way or the other.
Okay, go tell them.
Okay, go on.
All right, team, break. Okay, so it sounds like
because I don't understand the reference.
so
Weird.
so it sounds like you're gonna go talk to the troops. The rest of the group's getting ready. I'm gonna say that like do you guys just kind of go off, do your own things, like you're not like congregated, just get
I
ready.
think we're congregated, just packing up while you go talk to everybody.
Okay, perfect. So I'll say then, let's say you're getting the groups together. They'll be together in about an hour or so. All of a sudden, Bjorn, you are working with the group. You're starting to get packed up. You're resting. You cast that little bit of the vines, and I want to say that like if you'll. As you're going through this, start to kind of describe what you're feeling, because I'm going to say that your powers are burgeoning, so they're not going to just always work. You're going to have to
Right.
like, so
Yeah, so that was the like the most basic druid cantrip possible.
yeah, no,
Literally
it's good
called
stuff.
Druidcraft.
Druidcraft, yeah.
But by casting that, all of a sudden you start to hear that wind again.
The wind, as in
You just hear the wind.
Oh, like
From
that you were-
outside the cabin.
Yeah.
The Moana ocean singing.
okay. Yeah, so I was planning on the trip out, heading back to Islander? No, heading to the place before Dragda, the town.
Chichita?
Yes.
We're in
Sure.
She's,
when we left to meet Ned, right? So I would have felt something brewing inside me then, and every night I'd stay up contemplating, thinking, and then probably like right before we got back, I would have discovered that somehow I was in tune with like plants,
Yeah.
right? And that kind of led. I didn't even know when I cast that if anything was going to happen. So it even kind of internally would have surprised me that I was able to kind of sprout.
Your druid powers are mushroom based.
Are they
Fun guy.
They're
flowers in it
they're-
form,
they're
mushrooms
mushrooming?
form.
Yeah.
There is a druid of spores.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, circle spores.
But you do hear the wind right now. Like it's blowing, almost like it's calling you.
Okay. I would definitely, over the next few days, pay attention to that. Does it seem like it's taking me to somewhere immediate, or it's just kind of...
This one seems like it's trying to draw you away from Chichnev into nature.
I guess I would go to one of the towers of the keep and just kind of peer into that direction.
You don't see anything.
Nothing specific. There's no landmarks. There's not just nature.
Well, remember,
itself.
you're kind of in the hinterlands.
Yeah.
So, to the south and the west, like it kind of goes back up into the mountains. But nothing that,
Nothing specific.
and yet the wind continues to call.
Okay. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Sounds good. So, like, the group, the soldiers, so not all 40 of them gather in some big display, but you see about 5. These ones seem to be captains. They will enter. You see that Cass has gone around and got a few of them. And it's the same old man who was guarding the book, and he walks in and he goes, "My people say that you wanted to speak to us."
Yeah, so it seems that, as you know, there's a lot going on with Dragda and Eilenor. We believe that there are going to be a large wave of refugees coming from the south, but more importantly, one of our friends who was with us came from Eilenor just now, and she believes something happened to her people. And I was able to visit this place just passively, and I have a strong suspicion that the Blood Sorcerers pretty much just decimated her people. I'm not sure exactly what is still in the process. I don't know how far this went or how much damage was done outside of my eye line, but we intend on going there direct in the morning to face the Blood Sorcerers or maybe help her people from what we can.
You hear a couple of them start to laugh, and then the large one just looks over and they go quiet. "You wish to face the Blood Sorcerers?"
If we must. I'm not sure who all's there. I'm not sure even if it was the Blood Sorcerers, but something destroyed her people, and I think there is a correlation to that and what we're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to accomplish.
I don't mean any disrespect, but how? We've been at a stalemate for them for generations, and you simply want the 40 men to go up against the stronghold. What's changed? It'll be a bloodbath.
We won't be going to the stronghold. We'll be going to this other land, this place that you can only get through magical means. It's a very quick trip. We'll be there almost instantly, but we intend on going, and of course we don't expect you to follow us, but it seems like a lot of your people do wish to, so anybody who wishes to come with us and fight, or at least make a conceited effort to do something instead of just sit here year after year after year in a stalemate, you're more than welcome to come.
All right. I'll pass the message along.
Right, we'll leave in the morning.
All right. As the night continues to pass, You look like you have something?
I would like to find Torrin after the speech.
Yep.
Torrin, back in the keep, I mentioned Acurus.
Right.
You sounded afraid?
Have we established in this group who Arcurus is and all that?
You said you knew him.
Okay,
Yeah, we did talk about it.
He is from my time.
Yeah, I think you told us
Yeah.
that.
Because I described the mission to the Chain City and all that.
Yeah.
He is extremely powerful. If we do come face to face with him, I don't think we would be able to win. So yeah, I am afraid of him. I can just hope we don't come across him, and whatever he did to this place is something that's already happened and something we don't need to worry about. But I think we need to try one way or the other.
All right then. You sounded hesitant when I mentioned him when Matthias talked about him.
Yes, he's bad news. He's worse news.
It just means that we'll have to face him.
Eventually. Hopefully not today.
As I get ready to sit watch, MJ, can you please like spend some time trying to figure out this magic you have, if you haven't?
I mean, like, I can't. Where are we right now?
You're in the middle of the city.
All right.
We're
You don't have to prove anything to me. I just need some confidence.
I've figured some stuff out, but I don't see how it'll just kill them. Other
The
than
green fire.
it's chartreuse.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done.
Can he get inspiration for that?
I'll give it up for that. That's good.
It's odd, but something's not right, but it's not exactly wrong. If that
No,
makes
something's
sense.
definitely not right.
This is wrong. I don't want to be right.
All right.
What happened with Matthias? Like, you still have the book, right?
No, it burned.
I burned it with the fire.
Yeah.
You burned. Okay, I remember you having
Matthias
the
was
monster try
gone.
and stomp on it, and it didn't. Okay, so you did burn it.
Yeah.
Aaron goes over to talk to you, Whisper. Whisper, could we talk for a second?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I want to just say something to you. So he kind of takes him just to the side. Whisper. You know that I have the most respect for our group.
I mean, we've been through a lot together.
Yes, well, I'm nervous about some things. You don't know this about me, Whisper, but I used to be around men of this sort of caliber in my youth.
Like magic and things.
Warriors.
Right.
And I'm not talking about our group, I'm talking about the knights
right,
here.
okay.
Yes, I heard things, friends with them, man of the people, hear the salt of the earth, their complaints, their wants. I'm nervous that the group is not taking their newfound prestige to heart. I think some of these men might need a show of force. I think they might need to be told what to do rather than asked what they want to do.
Right, because they're soldiers. They're used to taking orders, you think?
Yes, and I'm just saying, I think the group tolerates me. They seem to be gaining a little bit more respect for you. Maybe you could usher that along a little bit.
Right, you mean like the soldiers? You think I could talk to the soldiers?
Yeah, you could
What
talk to the
about
soldiers.
baby Bjorn? He was a warrior.
But now he's playing with flowers and things. I'm not sure if he's...
Well, that is true.
I think he's going through his own things right now. Did you see him up on the parapet a while ago, just looking out into the nature?
Doing, just like gazing off. Right, just gazing off into space.
I actually come up to you guys like in this moment, guys.
Right.
Wait.
I need you to watch this. And I hold out my hands like this. And all of a sudden, like from my palm, you see a berry pop up. And like as soon as it's almost like fully grown, it immediately like molds and wilts away.
That's great.
Wow, right.
That reminds me of your tea.
I'm not going to say you're wrong, but this is amazing. I can't believe this is something like this is possible. I mean, obviously, I've seen it with some of the others, but
Right, but Bjorn, maybe you could help us out here because I think Aaron is onto something.
Okay.
Right, these knights or whatever they call themselves, they've devoted their lives to a cause.
Sure.
And now, right, we're supposed to be like redirecting that energy, right, in
Yes.
another, right. So how do we get them to like follow us,
you need
right behind us?
somebody has to become the leader. Aaron's completely correct.
Right, but how?
How you lead by example. You lead through bravery, which is not the absence of fear. You lead by proving you have in your heart what you believe to be is best for yourself and them and for those around you.
Right. What
That is being a leader.
you think that's me?
Well, I mean, so when it's said like that, I mean,
Right,
maybe
exactly.
Bjorn isn't. We were concerned. You looked like you were dazed earlier.
Right, but do you
Oh.
think you could rally them? What we need, I know that Torin went and told them what the mission is, and that's great, so they know what we're doing. But they've got to get behind us.
Like, I think, it's like the old guy, right? Like, I listened to what Torn said, and I thought it was spot on. But I think there was a little lip there, and I think maybe, you could just, like, punch him in the face or something. Like,
There was a reason in my youth, besides my heritage, that I was chosen to be the chief of my people. There's also a reason that when we came across our group of friends, I chose not to be too overly boisterous. Now,
is it mushrooms?
of course,
Is that what you call them?
if no
Overly
one
boisterous?
else would be willing, I could dust off some of my old habits and would gladly. But remember that part that I said, leading by example? Sometimes part of that is allowing others to... having faith in others to take the reins. If you two believe that I could somewhat lead these people, you can trust that I would do it correctly. Doesn't mean I'm vying for any sort of authority.
Well, then, like, why don't you just, like, help Whisper or Torin?
Because it needs to be a group decision of who would take the reins.
I'm gonna walk over. Can you guys go to bed, please, so we can leave?
Well, maybe it's Via.
What's
I didn't think it's
what,
fair.
what's me?
Well, we're just trying to figure out who's going to lead these 40 knights.
Oh, that's what I told Torrin to do.
Let me speak with Torn, and by the morning we'll have an answer, and we will inspire these people.
I have this feeling that Torin might actually be like, I think there's something there. I've seen it. He gets angry sometimes. Well, sassy. I'm not sure which one.
And he could
Much
show his,
anger.
Just passive aggressive.
and right, maybe he could show his power too, right? Like when it's hammer, when he throws his hammer and it like spins around and breaks into pieces and sort of hovers. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty cute. That,
Right,
and honestly, I mean, the one guy was like, how are we going to fight the Blood Sorcerers? And he could be
Well,
like,
he shows-
watch this. And I'd be like, I could fight something, with him. by
While you're
myself.
not wrong, do not
Yeah, I think it'll work better than if
doing
you
my-
like showed him the flowers.
Are you doing my presses?
I'm just I'm gonna sneak behind Whisper and just be like.
Wait.
I could show him this.
wait. While you're
Instead
not-
that though, I cast Ray of Frost on accident because I'm not
Wow.
really paying attention.
Hopefully,
My friends,
Aaron ducks right in time.
friends.
Right.
Well, you're not wrong, especially before a battle. A little show of force is great. Do not mistake power for strength. or kindness for weakness.
Right, but we're fighting blood sorcerers.
Do you know what
so
I've
I
always
want
said? Oh, sorry.
power.
And I've always heard, do not mistake platitudes for wisdom.
Damn!
Aloe vera for that burn, Bjorn.
Aaron, I don't exactly see you stepping up here.
I mean, I'm getting the ball rolling, aren't I? I mean, here I am talking.
I mean,
Who's
spends
taking
their
minutes for
time,
this
like,
meeting?
Blood.
I got you.
Blood, like blood
Write this down.
magic. Blood is just so like not inside the box. Like think like it's just so like blood life, but like soul. The soul is what makes you live. Blood magic is dumb.
Blood magic is dumb.
Right.
Let me speak with Torin.
Yeah.
Him and I will come up with
All right, but
with
like
a plan.
go do it and go to bed.
Right, and make it, like, in the morning, make sure he rides out on one of those buffaloes.
he might
with
eat
his, like,
hours
his
of
hammer
peace.
floating
Yeah, what
above
did
his
Ned
head.
call those, Whisper?
What?
What did Ned call those things?
What did he call them?
Buffalettes.
Buffalettes.
All right, I guess
It's canon.
I need my 8
Canon,
hours.
it is
You just
decided.
want your meditation.
The buffalette?
Buffalette.
The buffalette.
Plot point: the primary mode of travel on the
The
mainland.
BBEG in the interior of time. What lies within the Ithelian? The buffalette.
Do they have wings? Buffalo
The
wings.
buffalette.
Only the higher level buffalettes.
It's great. So you're gonna go over to talk to Torin.
Yeah.
But before you do, what are you doing?
Oh, is there? All right. I'm gonna try to find one of these secluded, like, the farthest cabin house away from like the main building.
Sure.
I'm gonna go inside of it, and is there a fireplace?
Sure.
I'm going to get onto my knees. I'm going to reach inside of myself, as from, if you're looking in, my body will catch on fire as I will become my revenant form, which is a skeleton on fire. And as I do that, I will reach out and let out a bonfire.
Cool.
And try to commune with it.
Perfect. So you light this flame, letting the fire overtake you. And as it does, you sit there for a while, listening to the crackle of the eternal flame. And eventually you just hear in the distance, ting, ting, almost like a hammer hitting an anvil. Ting. You're sitting there, you open your eyes, you see the green light coming off of the fire. And for some strange reason, it feels like the whole rest of the world has fallen away. But you hear the ting. It's coming from outside.
Walk
Ting.
towards it.
So as you walk toward it, like you turn and you walk, and the fire on you douses, and you see that your mortal form takes place. And as you open the door, you open it, and you are in that forge that you saw in your vision. And standing behind the braziers of red fire, you see the central, like the fuselage, and like an anvil.
Yeah.
And just ting, ting, and it's this old man hitting the anvil. Ting,
Is this,
ting.
would I know who it is?
You see that he's wearing the same cloak you wore.
I'll
Ting.
walk up to him.
Ting.
What is he making? Or hammering?
It looks like he's building the anvil.
Oh. Is it almost done?
I was wondering when you would come here. He's like, I mean, he's like Emperor Palpatine. Like you don't even see his face. Like just like.
What is it?
It is my birth.
What's this? Oh, what, Amos? How did you-
Emery's.
Emery's. That's what he is. Would I know his name?
Yeah.
I was told I could defeat the Blood Sorcerers with this.
Yes. It was part of the bargain, wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
Are you ready to fight them?
I haven't a choice.
Time, then, is now. He comes walking up to you. My name, as I'm sure you know in the recesses of your heart, is Emrys Vakala. I am the progenitor of your flame. I am your flame. You are my fourth host. And thusly, you have the memories of those who have come before you. Well, they are shadows. One you've seen. And you see the figure from the vision who had come to touch the flame. But he doesn't look at you. And another you knew only at the end. And you see the lich, but you do not see his actual form. There was a third. We will meet in time. We are all you now, as you are part of us. We are Legion. And the flame grows brighter for it. When the time comes, we shall grant you that which we have stored for long time. Ignite the weapons of your host, your army, and we shall show them true death. But be warned, this flame you are not ready for, and will only be able to use once.
I understand.
Finally. And he goes back to hammering the animal. Ting. Be careful you are not lost in the allure of the flame. We shall be a bulwark against its enticement. But death, they are so very enticing. Ting, 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 ting.
I'll go back.
And as you open the door, your eyes open, you're sitting in front of the fire.
All right then. I'll like grab the flame, just undoing it, and I'll go back to the rest of the group.
Perfect. And you head over to Torin.
Right, I got it.
Okay.
That was great. Torn. Some people in the group,
Not me.
they've become concerned. No. It's my understanding that you plan to lead the knights.
Well, it seems like nobody else wants to, so I suppose I can. I was a general at some point in time.
Oh. Wow. General, I forgive me for saying this, but I've known you to be quite timid over this last year. Didn't expect you to be a general.
Oh, timid? No, I detest bravado and machismo and that A-type personality. I'm kind of like,
Well,
But if that's what they all want, I can do a show of force and have them a little bit more convinced of my abilities. That's
Well-
not a problem.
I don't think, if I may, I don't think that these men need a show of force. I think they need to be inspired. They just
Tomato, tomato.
They just lost their purpose. They swore an oath. That oath is now gone. Inspire them to be the next thing that they follow. That's what I would do.
I can inspire them to follow something. I wouldn't like it to be me, but I can get them there.
Doesn't have to be you. Just be the
Catalyst.
What's the idea of you?
just
Be someone else.
You are.
Bjorn, he needs to lead. I'm just joking. He needs to lead the way he needs to lead.
just be like the font. We're all chasing different ideas of what we think is right. Get them to want to be on that team.
All right. If they want drama, tell them to be ready to leave by twilight.
No, that's good.
That was good.
Oh, right. So as the group kind of comes, each having their moment, and gets ready for night, gets ready for your shift, the wind blows one last time, still beckoning you out to the darkness of the woods.
I mean, I'm not gonna leave everybody and just run into the hinterlands.
I will also see him running into the
just saying what's happening.
Bjorn, the reason you're heavier than the air is so it doesn't push you anywhere.
I want to go full like
Free will.
Ragavan, just to grow out a beard
Yeah.
and like
Have, like,
birds
shit all
nest
over
in it.
your-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
bear
go
suit,
full on
bear suit Banky.
brown wizard, Lord of the Rings.
Cool. Ignoring the wind.
Following the wind. Yes, I'm ignoring the wind.
Perfect. Meanwhile,
You've got nothing to be afraid of. You're a loyal soldier.
Good soldiers follow orders, Jamie.
Because you're led by inspiring people.
savage guys.
Oh my god! You know, they say the same thing at some trials.
You can't handle the truth. Okay.
No nicotine, no Geneva Conventions.
Jamie, you're just writing the rules of what you can't do.
The two large doors open, and a pinion of light goes down, the center of the very heart of Keph. Arthas enters. He is followed by some of the elite guard of Acurus. They are dressed in pure white that glints slightly in the darkness of the room. You are now, having been here for the days are starting to bleed together. You don't know how long you've been here. But you're starting to become more and more acute to the smell of blood in this place. And the memories of your friends seems further and further away. Only Acurus starting to fill, but you're able to break it, but it's starting to get harder, the lure, starting to get harder to ignore. As you're brought in behind Arthas, Arthas is brought before Acurus with Eris next to him, and they bow before the Lord of the Keep, who you cannot see in the shadows. So, you have decided against my wishes to attack Vinfalas Arthas. You see this bony, decrepit Nosferatu-like finger touch the tip of the chair that he's sitting on. Arthas begins to grovel a little bit, saying that even though it was his idea, it was all for the glory of Acurus. No, do not be so humble. Vengeance is a strong emotion. Your actions demand punishment, but they also demand my respect. I believe you know what that means. He bows. Akirus nods and 2 guards come in and take Eris and Arthas away. They will be fine, though they will suffer. But I am not as interested in them. I am interested in you. And he just motions for you to come. As you near the darkness, it almost feels like the darkness is getting bigger. And you get the same feeling you did when you were running through the forest, as though the darkness was chasing after you. And the part of you that's still Helena realizes whatever this creature truly is, it is one with the starving darkness of Tyve, embraced by it. I have but one question for you, Firefly. Why?
Loyalty.
Good. You hear him smelling the air. But do you truly believe it?
It hurt me.
Leave us. And almost immediately you see the guards. Just the whole room empties. And all of a sudden you see this figure come, like, stand up. You can't see it in the darkness, but you know that it fills the room. And then almost that same sensation, like, you, again, you're not seeing with your eyes, but you feel the sense like the room grows smaller. And then this old version of Akirus walks into the light. He looks like the young, beautiful man that you've seen, but he's hunched, and he looks as though he's aged. But he also looks as though his youth is starting to return. He comes nearer to you. But again, his presence fills the room, but all you see is he looks about as tall as you. Do you know why I am so interested in you?
No.
Because I can smell the Ithelian upon you. It is in your blood. It is if you are coming home after being gone for so long. But even you cannot sense it, can you?
I was told of a prophecy by my parents.
Yes. A child born. What is it again?
A child born of light.
No, the whole thing.
I can read it. I saw a child born from dark, emblazoned with the sun, skies of fire and seas of bone, stone and fire, chain and ire,
fear the darkness, for it is born of light. Through sacrifice, the dawn shall end the night.
What beautiful words. As old as this continent. I have taken such a bright light, and I have doused it in blood. I believe that you and I can do great things together. I believe that you and I can return to the heart of it all, to the very center of Tyve. How would you like that?
With all due respect, I have other plans.
That is a shame. But you have proven yourself to me, and I am a man of my word. You are free to leave.
And what of mine and my companions' continuation of travel among Tyve?
I have let your friends exit my lands. If they set foot here again, they shall remain. That is, of course, unless you were to stay.
I have done things for you. Unspeakable things. Out of my loyalty for you. I took an arrow for you.
And so as you're watching him, all of a sudden you feel his hands on your back, almost like cold mist. And wasn't it wonderful? And he's gone in front of you.
Curious. I have seen what weakness has done to you. I am not afraid of you. I admire your strength. And that is why I stand here.
I've already told you you can leave. But you should know, you will never be rid of me. I am in your blood. You no longer feel his presence on your back, but you feel the entire darkness of the room expanding, and you know that he's sitting back on the throne.
What is to happen to this place?
What place?
Where we are.
Keph shall continue to grow in strength. Now that our enemy is destroyed, I shall spread out my reaching grasp across the middle of Tyve, and all who fall under my shadow shall be blessed with glorious protection from the chain.
All I'm asking is that you let my friends and I pass through freely.
Your friends cannot offer you anything that I cannot. I am happy to let them pass again. But it requires more loyalty.
What more can I do for you?
You see another pinion of light to his left, and there is a smaller seat next to him.
Meanwhile, we're just gonna break in anyways.
She's already gone. She's like walking.
She's like, we like go in while she's like out of the territory. Just missed her.
The night passes without incident. And in the morning, you see the Knights of Ithelias. You see that they are dressed for battle. You see the old, dingy armor that most of them are wearing, but their weapons are sharpened and their blades are re-weighted. I mean, their mauls are re-weighted. You see that there is newly attached planks on their shields, and the 4 captains are dressed in what look like ceremonial armor, but it is completely undented, as though they are ready for combat.
All right, now we get to see what you told Torin.
That'll be great.
All right.
So at this,
Does Alendra wake up?
Oh yeah.
Alendra does wake up.
Can she? What?
Yeah, can we
what
talk
did
to
you-
her
yeah,
before
what-
we?
Sure.
What did you see? What
So it
Torin
is-
got
yeah.
in there.
It is like dusk. It's twilight, like you asked them. So it's early
We're
in
just
the
gonna
morning.
talk to her for a few minutes.
I gotcha. Alendra just looks up. She looks so vacant and hollow. I do not know. Something terrible has happened.
Torin saw it.
Yeah, I stepped past the veil, and I can't even describe it. Something happened there. Your people are like you were. They were in pain. They were writhing. The entire place was on fire.
And the blood moon.
Right.
Don't
Something-
forget to tell her that, because I knew
Make
that's
sure,
important.
make sure you lay all this on her as soon as she's
Right.
gone.
The moment she's strong enough to wake up.
In fact, let's go
Wait,
back.
you wanna
Let's
just-
slap her awake.
Nice
Okay,
bedside
well, you
manner.
want to just like be like, hey, you want some breakfast? By the way, like just tell her. I don't want to know.
You tell her all this?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, he is, and I.
Yeah, she just collapses in grief. What you get out of the sobs is basically she says that her people are no more. That their connection to Sethis is gone.
But like, you can form your own connection to your god.
She just can't answer you.
Yeah, no, I'm not expecting her to. I'm just telling her how it is.
We got go. Someone's got to pay for this.
Nobody wants to see me ugly cry.
Someone's got to pay for it. Torin,
I do.
Torin,
go tell them.
rally those
Someone's got.
Go
Someone's got
rally
to pay
them.
for this. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll,
And you're ready, right, MJ? You got that special mojo ready.
So as you're getting ready to
Sharpshooter's
walk up,
mojo.
the troops are ready, but Ned comes up to you. I just want to say something to you, Torin. Right before you give these people your emblazoned speech, I really liked the way that you didn't have a lot of bravado and machismo yesterday when you were talking to the men. Really made it their choice.
Well,
I thought that was really something.
I've got a lot of tools in my belt. You'll see a wide variety.
Great contradiction. I see you, DM.
Well, we'll see what happens. All right, I'll go up to the captains. Is everyone ready to go?
They are nervous. With all due respect, Keeper of the Tomb, we do not know how we will fight the Blood Sorcerers if they were to come upon us. But these men, though still loyal enough to their oaths, will follow the tomb where it goes.
I promise we'll do our best. And as everybody's kind of circled around in the courtyard, I'll begin walking towards the main gate. Not a big voice, but I imagine everybody's pretty quiet at this point. I don't know what waits for us today. if it's a battle or a rescue mission or certain death. And as I'm walking, I'm just focused on the gate. And each step I take, you see a little plume of what everybody here recognizes as my sacred flame. Just a black and white fire that lasts in my footprint for a couple of seconds as I step past everybody. I don't know what waits us, but I intend to meet it head on. And I'll take my warhammer out of my belt. And what is normally just kind of glass-encased clouds and dark, rainy matter, it begins to roil as if it's a powerful thunderstorm. You see flashes of the red lightning that we've seen in the ebb and fall go throughout the hammer. And as I step outside the gate, I'll throw it above my head, and it will explode in what sounds like a shotgun blast. And as it does, all of those roiling clouds and lightning just scatter throughout the entire area. And the shards have slivered in such a way where they're very long and razor thin. And they just make this lens kind of 10 feet up in the air for everybody to see the lightning crackling among all the shards. And then I jump up with the flames underneath my feet and I blast through them. And as I go through these shards, they will coalesce into wings on my back, a span of maybe 20 feet, the lightning still bouncing between the tips, and through a voice expanded by prestidigitation. I don't know, but today is the day that you will cast off your stagnation and take this land back from its sanguine desecration. We will fight for all of Tyve. And I will turn around and I will open the veil.
Thematic die.
Yeah,
And we shout, for Tyve! For Tyve! For Tyve!
Yeah, I'll give you inspiration for that, and you get a thematic die, sir.
Tyve!
So
I look at Whisper and say, I told you.
Bro, I
I told him that.
I couldn't do the wing thing, bro. I couldn't do the wing thing.
I don't think you can do that yet.
Yeah,
Yet.
I was never.
Maybe I could try.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just hovering there 20 feet in the air with my hand out,
That's
opening
pretty
this
sweet.
veil. So
Right, so we're all gonna get those wings.
Oh, I don't know.
You be the wind beneath our wings.
You do talk a lot about wind.
I haven't said a thing.
Lot of breaking wind.
So that comes with age and wisdom.
Martin knows.
As you float in the air, the men look down at you, and they just look at one another and they think about all of the years that they have sat here in Chichnev, just this border between the Blood Sorcerers and Dragda. And if today's the day, then they will fight. You see some of the younger, like, they just look so petrified. But the older men they start kind of hitting their swords against their shields, and they start walking forward as the veil like opens, and you see the forest, and again the blood moon and the fires have started to smolder down, and as you each walk through, the veil cracks like glass.
I would like to watch Alondra. Like, I would be like watching.
She just has her head down, but you see as she looks at that place, she pulls out the weapons that she has. She's clenching them so tight that you see blood coming down the hill.
Is there anyone alive?
You're too far away to see.
Okay.
Step by step, you walk through until finally the very last of you, I assume, is Torin. And as he enters, the veil shatters, and you watch as the way behind you shuts. But just as it does, you see many of the refugees of Islenar at the edge of the city, at the gate. You find yourself literally in the center of this field. You see the withered, the writhing bodies of all of the Edinari. What used to be a small civilization has been reduced to handfuls of survivors. They are cradled inside of the ruins, like the broken buildings. Any of them that are soldiers, just bandaged, trying to help one another, as your small little group of what looks like a little bit of white light in the twilight of darkness moves toward them. And then in the distance, much closer than you would have thought, you see Keph. And as we go back to you, you see Acurus reaching down toward the chair, looking up at you, and as it does, the doors to his place open. And you see a soldier walk through. My lord, there is something that has appeared to our south. It would seem that a small contingency of the Knights of Ithelias have crossed into your lands. Brazen. End them forever. Back to you.
I'm gonna go find Ned and Silas.
Sure.
I know you don't know me as well as you think. Well, you know me better than you think, but I need you to protect that boy. I'm gonna point towards Rue.
Yeah. And who are you?
You're just making that face.
Oh, yeah. I'm MJ. And I'm gonna walk away.
All right, Ned. This seems like a job for you.
I said both.
Righto, sir. I'm not sure who that gentleman was, but I'll protect a young innocent and some of these people here in the town. Perhaps I could stay back, and Silas, you could stay too. You know, yes.
As we're riding, I'm approaching. I'm looking for wounded, like soldiers who seem like they, or even just people who look like they could still take up arms. I'm like, we're gonna hit the people who did this to you.
Are we in the Twilight Realm, or
We're in there.
or is it
The Twilight Realm is just shattered.
So,
But
like, are
there's-
all these people now just in like the lands of Keph?
Correct.
Okay,
But
so
the
it's
ruins
broken.
came too.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. So I'm like trying to route, like,
So,
oh,
and
we're gonna go. Come with us.
That blood moon is gone now. Like it literally, as the veil shattered, all the illusion of that place, including the blood lake, it's all gone.
Okay.
You have something.
So come with us. Come with us.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that you'll gain. There's not like, I mean, there's maybe of the whole clan, maybe a couple hundred survivors. There wasn't very many of them to begin with. I'm gonna say you'll gain about 35 warriors that are willing to fight.
Yeah, that's good. That's almost doubling us. Right, let's go.
Will you please try to message her one more time?
Ooh.
Now that we're closer. Send.
Right,
Yeah.
tell her we're coming.
No, it's not gonna work.
I'll go ahead and I'll message Helena again. Helena, I don't know if you're still there. I don't know if you can hear me, but we're coming right now.
You hear it?
You can respond.
Distracted.
Am I able to respond mentally?
Yeah. You can respond up to 25 words.
But you are in Acurus's presence.
I think it has to be verbal.
I think it does too.
You can probably say it under your breath if he's talking to that guy.
He's also in your blood.
Whatever.
Just tell us this.
Or just say, I'm here or something. Like, let us know you're alive.
Does that have to be verbal?
It doesn't specify. It just says you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature
So,
you are
yeah.
familiar.
All right.
It hears the message and you can respond in kind.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
You hear?
Something's wrong. She just said she was sorry.
Wait, she answered you.
Wait, she's alive?
Look, she's alive. That's all we need.
About time.
She's probably just sorry for getting,
Was she ignoring you? I don't care. Now I'm emblazoned.
she's just sorry for getting captured.
Is she
Well, but
she's
she's
sorry
just
because
like-
she doesn't want to come back
She
because
didn't
I'll
say.
kill her.
She didn't say.
I'll kill her.
I'll find a way.
Acurus, please.
Perhaps you should be alone.
I have given you everything.
Please.
So he doesn't come near you. One day you'll understand. This is for your own good.
Even though she responded with just "I'm sorry," would I have heard the first couple of sentences that she was saying to Arcturus?
I think why not?
Up to 25.
She's with Arcturus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll kill him. Right, MJ.
I'll kill him.
I'm free to go. I had your word.
You did.
She bolts.
Start to run through the castle. As you are running, you notice almost like a dark cloud. Just the night, like the twilight, starts to just fill with creatures, like in the sky, and the doors to the keep open, and you see this red light. I want you to imagine like Minas Morgul, but it's all red, and each of the windows of the keep ignite in this like red light, and you hear the march of the Blood Sorcerers literally leave, and you start to hear the calls of the wolves and the different creatures. Even emblazoned by your speech, you notice that the Knights of Ithelias are just like, we're in for it, but they continue to march under your banner. Anything else you'd like to do?
How far are we?
You're gonna reach them pretty soon.
Oh shit!
any
So they're like
buffs?
right there.
Any buffs to cast?
20 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
we
I'll,
stay
I'll,
within
I'll hold
5
on
feet
to
of
them
you,
until,
how
yeah,
close
until
do
they
we
get a
have
little
to
bit
be?
closer because they're time sensitive. But
Okay.
yeah, I've got some.
As Helena is bolting, she is casting fog cloud behind her, and she is screaming, "Back! Back! Go back! Just go!" And she is just
But you're in the castle.
You're still in the castle.
No, you said. I thought you said.
No,
No,
she's
they
running
came.
through the castle. They've left.
They've left.
They've left through the door.
Oh, I don't.
You,
think
I mean,
she's
you don't cast that in the castle.
no. When I
You
get
can
out the
still be
doors.
yelling
When
that.
I get out the doors, that's fine.
Okay, so you're running through the castle, and as you open up the hallways and stuff, you're realizing that the castle's bending slightly.
Remember when that happened? Yeah.
Okay.
But
Alright.
like, go ahead. Let's see if you can intelligence saving throw.
Use that inspiration.
Ranger skill.
And rangers don't have a lot of it.
Jamie, epic.
Favorite terrain.
Castle.
Sorcerer castle.
Okay, so you're not 100% sure how to get out of it, but as you're running, all of a sudden, as you're trying to throw off the shackles of Arcturus inside of your blood, you're trying to retain who you are, your friends outside, trying to give you hope. You hear this voice. I can help you. It's coming from somewhere in the castle, reaching out to you. Find me.
Will say.
Well, names.
Like, what is,
I
is it
remember when that
Arcturus'
talked to the.
voice?
I remember to talk to the farmer. Remember we heard the voice. We said don't trust voices.
17.
So you're like disbelief of this as a Arcturus or something, and it's not. But it is a voice that's trying to talk to you. Like you could silence it if you want. It's not trying to control you, but you believe that the voice might actually want to try to help. I am in the cells. I am near the cells below. You may ignore and run out. It's up to you.
My friends are right here. Where are the cells?
They're in the depths of the castle. It's where they take all of those chosen ones.
Oh yeah, where they sacrifice all the kids and stuff. Which you've now expanded.
Okay, she knows where those are. Okay.
Do you want to follow it?
Yep.
You turn away from the battle and try to follow it, but to your surprise, Securus is not trying to keep you away from them. So the doors are not bending against your will as you head toward them. Back outside, though, the group is marching and lightning strikes across the sky and it starts to rain. And as you look down your group, it's blood. But you continue to march.
Hey,
toward the king.
MJ, so what's the plan here?
I'm going to become a revenant for a little bit.
Okay.
The hell does that mean?
Just let him keep going.
Remember when I was... and we're going to set them on fire. And I'm going to save something for Cyrus.
Like, are you able to, like, empower anyone with that chartreuse flame?
We'll find out.
All right.
Next time.
Next time on Roll Seekers. Will they reach Cyrus?
Just 5 more episodes of that, and then we'll get somewhere.
Will they reach Cyrus? Will Jamie find who that voice is?
I call upon the energy of all living things of the earth.
All right, so you continue to march. At this point, you're a football field away. You're 300 yards. You see that the Blood Sorcerers, they have no decorum. You see that there's a line of them that look like they're in full armor, and they look like they actually are holding a military line. But the ones rushing towards you,
Harkins out there.
yep.
He's again all fours running.
And you see those wolf-like creatures snarling, and in the distance you see what look like harpies literally descending down upon the group.
We got it.
Okay, I think we need to... I look at Whisper. We should probably, like, hide and try to get
Find a
towards
strategic-
Helena.
As she's talking about hiding, I'm going to activate my form of dead and become the Revenant.
You become so all of a sudden you just
Yeah.
poof, fire, just the green flames erupt across, and as they do, all you hear is ding, ding, ding.
This only lasts for a minute, so I'm gonna bolt ahead
Okay.
as fast as I can, and
Did he say you could ignite everyone's weapons?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what he
yeah.
said. So you need to do that.
yeah,
But only once?
No, I think he can only, like, do this thing
The
once.
crazy thing once.
the crazy thing was
The cra-
okay.
But you can ignite
But it would end
So-
you.
Army's weapon.
Okay, yeah, I'll grab the all blade from Bjorn.
You can touch it.
No, I'm taking it for a
No.
second. For a second.
I don't think he would let you have that.
No.
I think that you
It
need
just spreads
spread
out.
your
Yeah.
fire.
Take it from him?
No,
No,
he
no, no,
spread his
spread it.
fire.
I don't know. What do you want to do, man?
Just make it up.
No, I'm going to Revenant form. I'm going to create bonfire, and have people like
Dip
as
it.
we're walking by like drag their weapon through it.
I'll scream too. Dip your weapons in the fire. It will kill them.
Okay, perfect. So as you turn Revenant, you turn around, you hit the ground, and you start to cast this bonfire. And in your mind's eye, you keep hearing the ding of the anvil as you see 3 hosts, and then finally Imris, and they all put their hands on the forge that he's been hitting, and it just ignites in your mind's eye, this like green flame, and then you can't see them anymore. And all of a sudden the flame grows brighter and brighter, and then just starts spreading over the floor like a miasma. But it doesn't burn anyone under it, but all of a sudden as they continue to walk, all of their blades just ignite in the green fire.
Do our weapons ignite?
Your
too?
weapons
What
ignite.
about my shadow blade?
It does not.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
will
So
not.
my other stuff.
Helbingen?
will.
It can't.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yep.
So I'll do it with. I have a hand axe though.
I look at you. Will you take this goddamn sword already?
What? No,
I hand you borrow it. I hand you the Nightbringer, which is a +1, 1d longsword. Which
Alright.
but it's magic.
Well, so I can't.
It's
like-
ignited.
That's ignited.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a reason those two weapons can't ignite.
I didn't expect
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, this is just a
Blade,
+1
too.
sword.
Okay.
Okay. What do you want to do?
And you still have the pale blade.
How close is the closest thing
It
from
was,
us?
it was
Yes,
my
I
sword
do,
that it
I
led
do.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any like? How close would Harkin be to us?
He's up front.
Is this fire washing in front of us too?
It's like imagine like the ground just got hit with oil. Like it's just all around you, but it's not in front. And as you're
not
walking through it, all of your weapons just ignited.
I was just
underneath
curious
it.
if it was spreading as he was walking.
So you see this man-like figure galloping on all fours, coming right towards
didn't-
you. Like
didn't-
he saw you do
Didn't
something.
you get taken away?
Harkin?
Yeah, because you said that.
Just the two big guys. Harkin,
Oh, I thought you were there with them. Okay.
I would be curious to know what this green flame does, so I will shoot an arrow with my short bow into like the crowd of people just to see what happens when they get hit.
I'm gonna let Eli finish his thing.
So I see one of them is coming at me. I'm going to open my arms and just Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna get 2 bolts into you, hopefully.
Let's see.
So 21 and 8.
Against my armor class?
Yeah.
The first one does.
Perfect. So I'm gonna deal 1d10 damage, and you get pushed back 10 feet.
Is that exactly what happens? Nothing different?
You take 10.
So Harkin, the first, this green flame ignite, it goes, phoom, and as it does, you recognize that whatever the flame you're using right now, it seems more potent than what you've used prior. And as it hits you, like you just like, poof, you get hit back 10 feet, and you just kind of keep running, but all of a sudden as you look down, you see the veins in your, like the blood inside of you literally starts to burn. And you like, just like, ah! And all of a sudden you just start to turn to ash a la Blade style.
Okay, so it just immediately kills them.
Harkin.
Blade, more like flame.
Cool, good,
Thank you.
good, yeah. Good stuff. Ron, you never give Eli moments.
Does that make any of the other ones cautious?
No, but as your flame arrow goes firing into a harpy, it hits its wing, and as it comes down, you see it start to spread out like it's burning the wings apart.
Just smoke.
We're bringing death to me.
It completely turns to ash before it hits the ground and like. Hell.
So as those two things happen, you look, and all of the Knights of Ithelias just look at each other, and they start looking at the blades. And so they're just running toward. they're running toward
I
the
put my
keep.
bow back and I'm like, we gotta find Helena.
Right, we're gonna,
So
that's a
we're
great
gonna
idea.
try to, like,
and get
sneak
around to
around.
battle into the.
Okay.
that's
What does
a
the
great
rest of the
idea.
group do?
Oh, I would agree with that.
Are you gonna ignore the combat completely?
Is there any, other than Harkin, is there any big vampire out there?
So the Blood Sorcerers, so the first wave looks like almost like they're like animalistic.
Yeah.
But they're still gonna hit your group pretty soon.
I think we should stay and help.
Well, they've
like
decided what
Thorin.
they're gonna do. So
How many are there?
There look like
coming
there's
at
like
us?
a couple hundred, if not more. I think sure 70.
Yeah, I definitely think some should say. I just think that we're sneakier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Better
we're
than
not.
Belda.
We're not.
Okay, I see what
We're
you're
not
saying.
frontliners.
Yeah, then you know what? I'm gonna stay here. Torn, would you like to stay
Yeah,
with me?
I'm,
and
yeah,
we'll
I'm
kind of
gonna be right
lead
up
the
front.
battle from here.
Okay, so as this happens, the two lines meet. Boom! Like they hit. And as they do, you see like the Knights of Ithelias just like like their shields barreling over the creatures, like spears of flame going into them, harpies coming scooping down. What do you do? Those of you who are in the fight. Those of you who are slinking away, you slink away.
Okay.
You don't even have to roll.
We're
You
heading for the
start,
door.
you start slinking through the battlefield.
I'm just wailing. Anything that comes within range, I'm smacking with my hammer. I think at one point I'll probably cast a moonbeam just right into the center mass of this entire group.
So as you do, the moonbeam hits into the center, and they just go. You see like a group of them go flying into the air, but everyone you hit, like you just like smash one in the head, and as it does, they just literally turn to like ash.
Bjorn, so he's fighting with the long sword, which he's not entirely used to, but it allows him to have his shield out. I do have the shield master feat, and then the wonderful grappler feat. So he would be definitely dealing some damage. Yeah. But he would kind of be focusing on protecting our troops more than trying to go
What do you
all
do
out
exactly?
slaughter. So I'm gonna head towards the front, and I'm going to be.
What if we're just like doing a back-to-back kind of thing?
You
Yeah.
want to go back to back?
Just right in the thick of it.
God, I want to make so many jokes. I'm good with that. Let's go back to back. I'm with
I
Thor.
feel like you're doing like Diablo Barbarian, where you're like spinning.
He just goes
Oh, great.
That's what I'm picturing.
whirlwind. All right, so the two of you is
Wizard's
back to back,
great.
just like cutting into it.
Yeah.
I'm imagining I'm farther in the back line. I am, as everyone hits the battlefield, he is with his hands up, just firing as much magic as he can
Blast.
into the harpies.
And they're just burning up into the sky. Just
I'm assuming
Anti-air is
Cass is
very
like
important
also
for
with her
that.
crossbows.
Artillery, I love it.
And Alendra?
so Alendra she has her rapier, right? Rapier? I'm pretty sure it's rapier. You just see her literally. So like one of the dogs comes and she just skewers it instantly, just right through the head, and pulls it out. And like one of the other vampires comes and hits her shield, just shattering it, and she jams it through its head, just like. And you also notice that now the other shadow folk are running as fast as they can with their makeshift broken weapons. You see one with like a broken short sword as he comes up and just cuts in to one of the vampires. Jamie, I need you to roll a D100. You are rolling for the Knights of Ithelias. You need to roll over a 50.
Like, oh, like, it needs to be good. Come on, Jake.
No.
What'd you roll?
10.
Why is Jamie rolling for them? She's not even with them.
She hasn't been playing as much tonight. So, that's the truth. Okay, so,
But Torrin's their leader. Wait, Kevin's been
Jamie.
really terrible.
Yes. Never mind. Yep, this is it. This is for the Knights of Ithelias.
7.
7 knights die during the fight. You see the harpies coming down, and one of them, like two of them, pick up a knight, and even though he's like, "Ah!" like literally they drop him, just, "Ah!" but still one of your ethereal eldritch blasts blows one of them apart. But they're still fighting. Like for everyone that dies, they're still fighting for all their might. The two of you reach the front line. So your group hasn't reached the front line. You start to slink.
Yeah, we're
through
sort of
the
going
group.
around it. Like they're coming into the wave.
Perfect.
And we're like going to try and get to the
Perfect.
gate.
So as you do, you see this huge-looking blood sorcerer laying down, just right in front of the both of you. He's covering one of the flanks, and he has these two like whips.
How many other people are around?
Just him.
I think you
I've got
this one
both
live.
weapons drawn. I'm doing my low spinning around, trying to cut his Achilles tendons. I'll go low, you go high.
Okay, and then I'll take my bow out and try to shoot him in the head.
Okay. So he's hitting. He goes to try to swing and hit you. You dodge down. You hit his Achilles, and as he goes to swing back around, he misses you. And as he comes back, one of the arrows goes straight through his head as he just collapses into the ground,
Yeah, and to Ash, right?
into ash.
This reminds me of Indiana Jones, where he just takes out the pistol.
Meanwhile, inside, very quickly you start to hear these screams coming from outside, and then they have to be losing. But you continue down into the depths of the keep until finally you reach a long corridor, and to the right you see the door leading into the crypts, but you know that's not the door that's calling you. At the end of the hall, you see this light billowing into the hallway, and you know the voice is coming from it.
Okay.
As you walk down and open the door, you see what looks like a large boiler.
Oh,
Ooh.
We couldn't figure it out in time.
I can help you.
Who are you? Oh, sorry. Who are you?
There she is.
Yeah.
A friend.
who died here?
Yeah.
Great friend busted up, right?
It's a very powerful being that we don't know exactly what it is.
How do I trust that?
Please. I want to help.
Oh, isn't that what you tried to do? And let him out and it killed you?
I don't want to ruin it. I don't.
What do you need me to? How can I help you?
Shut off the machine.
When we get close enough, I'm gonna try to cast message.
Okay. Not there yet.
How do I shut it off?
I will guide you. Let me in.
Ooh, suspicious.
Ooh.
Your computer's been hacked, ma'am. I just need you to
I need you to turn it off, turn it back on.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Okay.
Relax. All of a sudden, you feel something completely take over you. You walk over to these controls and you start to dismantle them. You pull all of these levers in the correct sequence. And finally, all of a sudden, this machine turns down. And as it does, you feel yourself kind of fight control of the sensation, and you're yourself again. In front of you is the wheel that would open the door, but all of the lights have gone down.
You didn't get that part, right?
No, we don't really know what happened, Trevor.
Okay, I'll open it.
As you open it, inside, chained, like with their arms, you see this figure. He looks pale and like just completely white and completely naked, and there's all these like machine parts are around. But he opens his eyes, and you have this eerie familiarity with them. Please, free me.
Yeah, of course.
You go up and you undo the things, and he collapses into your arms completely naked.
And I'm gonna take him out of
You
there.
just drag him
Yeah.
out of the vat and just lay him on the ground. He was just kind of like soaked in sweat and this liquid that you don't understand. You notice that this liquid is also, it's like white, blue, and ethereal, and it's draining. It's like when you turned off all those vents and things that drained out.
What?
I would have cured slightly.
What were you doing in there?
I have been a prisoner for longer than I can remember.
What is your name?
My name is Demantrius. He is an Umtharan. And our game comes to an end.
Oh, shit! Kevin and I
He is
like,
alive.
knew.
Yeah.
We knew.
But he's your.
That was your mentor, right?
No.
To be mentor.
I never
He's-
knew him.
Yeah, to be.
I was told
He's the only other person that.
That hit, like left and
Yeah.
like was supposedly that's and I found his cloak.
Right.
So-
right. Who counted?
So my character, when I got to the boiler room, I was attempting to overheat it
Right.
because I
What
was gonna.
killed you?
It was like the zombie
It, like,
vampire
opened
things
and
chasing me.
Oh yeah, it was
Right?
the
And
girl.
but then there was like so there was that, but then it got like eviscerated, right?
I
Like
think
just
it-
inside the room, like it incinerated
Oh,
the room,
so cool.
and I wasn't able to completely activate it because we were gonna like try to boil
I
it
think
off
we
and
don't know what
blow
happened
up
to
the
you,
heat.
right?
We know. Yeah.
Nobody knows what happened,
Exactly.
but as players, we know that like I was trying to blow up the boiler room.
That was epic, and I'm happy to
That's
face
crazy.
these Keph
I'm so glad we got back to that.
mofos.
Yeah, these type of battles are always kind of fun where you're like it's not real initiative, you're just like
Just send
Even
it.
Harkin. That guy deserved to go.
That was good.
Awesome.
That
guys.
was
we'll
Great.
be so everybody we normally play every other Tuesday but we are going to be playing in 2 weeks. We'll be playing one day late. We'll be playing on Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
So
The 11th?
Wednesday, June 11th, I believe.
Yes, that's the 11th.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would
Alright.
say that's probably a good game for
I
everybody.
think that was.
Except for her, because she kept casting dancing lights.
I think I've got. I think I have magic
I think
now.
I was neutral.
Total magic power.
I 100% don't feel good. feel neutral.
What's it?
Aaron was neutral too, as always. He wasn't.
Yeah.
Everybody else was.
To make you feel better, I think that I'm helping you.
Do you?
Well, Helena.
Like, I'm just like, I feel bad for
Helena-
you.
Helena's
Seem like
back.
so
Jamie
sad,
actually
and like,
plays Helena.
I don't
Huh?
think
So
you'll
she's
ever be able to
naturally
cast
evil
magic on
Yeah.
your
because
own.
of her actions. She can never
He's
have
gonna,
a good game.
gonna multi-class with
Do we
it.
want to just do a quick vote just so we're all?
I'm
are we
sleeping
good?
on the couch, aren't I?
Good.
Oh, Jamie was dark.
Good.
Yeah, light.
Neutral.
She could have tried to like break that vial or something.
No way. She tried to save
Epic
you
feat.
guys.
Epic feat.
She did try
All
to
right,
save it.
good game,
Yeah,
gang.
good game.
Like
Yeah.
literally good. So.
Nerd plus
Yeah,
4.
Thanks everyone.
Ryan.
We'll see you in 2
Bye, everybody.
weeks.
Thank
you.
Get done.
Boom.
The smoke, grey clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve, mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light, but I have ne'er seen their like, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. Steel your courage to the mast or throw it on the pyre. The cold, sharp winds bring pain and death. These harsh lands we survive. Our warmth, it comes from hearth and home, but never from the skies. Oh, Tyve, 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 you'll never leave alive. This place is all our prison, but one where you can thrive. And you can wail against those gods and pillage, scream, and fight. But fear the darkness in this land, for it is born of light. Oh, Tyve, 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 we're proud to be alive. And you can say we've lost our minds or laugh and call us mad. But this place has become our home, so you'll never see us sad. The smoke, grey clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve, mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light, but I have ne'er seen their sight, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire.